Well, that ruins the jump scare. Hello, hello, hello. Can you hear me now? Am I coming through? Okay. Hello, Takeshan Rammer. Hello, Vieira. Hello, Vermouth. Hello, Daniel. Hello, Drummer Shy. Hello, Gamer. Hello, Amelia. Hello. I saw Pixie in here earlier. Mrs. Jump Scare. It's okay. It's okay. Official Jack Flame. Thank you so much for the follow and stream. It is great to have you here. I am Odyssey of Odyssey Yerby, and my music has been featured in Super Yerby, Initial D, DDR, Matara-kan of Shoujo, Toho Yerby, and much, much, much more. It is great to have you here. I'm going to take a sip of water real quick. Delicious hydration. Known about you since Discord. Right on. And hello, Fox Sylv. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well today. How is everybody? How are you? I missed you. I missed you. Come here. Come here. Give me a hug. Right. Hello, Aspie. All right. Did the hydrate. Thank you for that, pets. I missed head pets. These are so good. Chat oddities. I have missed you so very much. There's much to tell of, but I want to ask you, how are you doing? How was your weekend? What were you up to? Any particular victories or some oof, ouch type moments? Think of that, bats. You know, I wonder if there's a way to reduce the lag. Where's the nut button redeem? I think I might have made it no longer free. It now costs bits. I tried cycling through a few, and I talked about it on stream a little bit too. Like some things on Tangia and some of the sound clips are now priced. Which, don't get me wrong, I cut the price a little, like 5-10 bits in some cases. But, you know, I want to make sure that the original intended purpose of those is done. Watch Roller Derby was awesome. Right on! Doing good. Came back from the hospital with my dad. He's doing fine. Had hip replacement surgery. I'm glad he's doing fine. That's a big deal. I hope Touhoufest was fun. Sucks I couldn't go. I feel like Parsi right. Aww. Maybe next year, which they did announce. But yeah, no, there will be much to talk about in that regard. I released my re-debut album for my original alias. That's cool. I hope that went well. Thank you for that, Bats. Missed it. Yes. And hydrate, that I can do. AutoCAD at school said you ain't doing shit and had a server issue today that's still being fixed. I'm sorry to hear that. I hope it gets fixed soon. Get off my head. Get off of my head. Get off of my head. Sorry. As you could probably hear, my voice is a little bit. Is it a new outfit or for your model, or is it an older one? Because it looks very cute on your model. So here's the deal. It looks familiar, right? For a reason. You know, we just got to put the skirt and the tights back. This is a little bit closer to what you're looking for. But, you know, if we get rid of the tail and the ears and the skirt and the tights, and then we do this. Wait, put the tail back. Tail, ears. Vera, let me take care of you, baby. 1 second. Vera, are you ready? Arara. Iko da ne. I do have legs, and how? I am like mostly legs, in fact. Look at that. I got myself some gams. I used to have better gams IRL too. I mean, it's not really repurposed. This is technically just a reuse of the existing asset that I have. I wonder if I should change the category to like beaches and pools. Beaches, pools, and hot tubs. Yeah, I couldn't even make it to May without doing a stream like that. Yes. My inner e-girl is starting to appear. 5. Thank you so much for the watch streak, Amelia. Thank you so much for popping in for 5 streams in a row. Like VTuber thrifting, I suppose so. And Teeter, let me take care of that for you. Since I don't really have a gesture for it, I'll do it like so. Mwah. There we go. Pretty legs. I mean, pretty woman. I mean, I'm just gonna shut up now. I do have good legs. I'll think of that, bats. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with the gams. Listen, you know, when you're at the beach, it's you know, nothing quite beats a swimsuit. You could do like trunks and a t-shirt or something, which is fine, but like, come on. Thank you for the natural voice redemption, by the way. I'll try to speak pretty naturally. But, chat, oddities, my beloved, in the least parasocial way possible. The beach episode. Yeah. As if last year I didn't spend most of my time by like either a beach or a pool. More like the beach season. Which it is starting to get a bit more like a little bit more summery, or a little bit more like the warmer side of spring. Like apparently while I was away it was pretty toasty here. And down south it was if you have them, show them off, because not everyone can say they have nice toned legs. Yeah, I used to be better about them in the years past. I think over time my legs have gotten a little bit worse, but nothing a little exercise and some scrubs can't fix. So, what do I... Every time I think about the beach, I think about the song Red Red Wine from you. Yeah, red, red wine, stay close to me. That one, right? It's fun. Also, I can't see Yubi without thinking Yubi. Chat! Let's talk about Touhoufest. Who here, actually, quick question. Who here attended Touhoufest? Anyone here happen to make it to that lovely, lovely weekend in Southern California? In Torrance? Touhoufest, yeah! I had such a good time. Oh my gosh. Like, spoiler alert, good times. Saw the Instagram story regarding day one. I see. Every time I think about the beach, I think about Outrun. Huh. I can't say I'm too familiar with Outrun. Let's talk. So, day -1 or so. And, you know, sometime prior, I had agreed with the con that I would bring my DJ setup in the event, but for whatever reason, I could not utilize the CDJs that they were having for A1's purposes. Which makes sense, you know, like, I've been trying to learn how to use Rekordbox and the Pioneer CDJs, which is kind of the club standard. What's it? If I remember right, the standard nowadays is CDJ 2000s and a DJM 900, or, you know, an up-to-date equivalent. Was Touhoufest that place where this weird redheaded girl performed an awesome job, is what I heard. We might get to that. So I got everything ready for that, but then I also got a set ready in Tractor. Meanwhile, I was talking with how many of you are familiar with Renko of Orange Jam, Felt, has done writing with A1, finger dead bats. One of the coolest just people in the Touhou space. Actually, apparently one of the first English lyricists in the Touhou space. I didn't know that until recently, actually. I'm gonna bump up just a smidge. More of the boob. But words. Right. So we were talking about like, hey, we don't necessarily know too much about like what the setup is for performing. So I'm like, no worries. Tell you what, send me your songs and I'll throw them on the thumb drive. That way it's a backup in the event that, you know, something goes wrong with the, you know, the sound setup, or, you know, the J's are doing fine, but everything else, you know, whatever. And it's cool, right? So that way it's there as a backup. Touhou is not something I know all about, but Odyssey and Touhou is all I know about. I see. I'll talk a little bit about what... Well, actually, should I talk about what Touhou is first? I can do that real quick. Yeah. Let's talk about what Touhou is for a second. So, how many of you are familiar with bullet hell shmups? Like bullet hell shoot 'em ups, like arcade style. How do I do this? Let me see if I can grab this. Let's see. Let's do... I'm gonna pause the music real quick, and I'll demonstrate with one of my favorite characters' spell cards. Here. Okay. What if we do browser window? We're gonna select that one, put it here, and here we go. So this is a player character, and this is you know, he's coming down, and you see the patterns that they're throwing off. They only have to touch a little part of you, but the you know, obviously they're sending out bullets upon bullets upon bullets. Yeah, everything that's coming at you, it only has to hit a little bit of you, but there's a lot of them. See? Yeah. This one has some extra layers of complication to it, so you know, just focus on the fact that there's a lot going on. And well, I'm gonna turn the music just a little bit. Just focus on the fact, lots of bullets. They only have to hit a little part of you. Hello, Danny. Oh, UFO OST is too good. I simply can't agree more. However, I also think that the character design is even more spectacular, as we're about to see with Byakuren and Hijiri. No worries, Danny. I hope you still got your points worth anyway. I'll refund those points if it was an accident. I feel generous today. Is there a graze system? There is. Touhou does have a graze system. In fact, a few games depend on it. A few games in the system and the series really depend on that. Some playstyles, like some of the playable characters, even have mechanics just specifically around graze. Seems like a hell to play. I see what you did there. Peachy the Peach, thank you so much for the follow on the stream. It is great to have you here. I am Odyssey of Odyssey Urbate, and my music has been featured in Super Urbate, Initial D, DDR, Matara Kanavi Shoujo, and much more. And thank you for the bit. It is great to have you here. All right. And they're skipping the story. That's a shame. Would Undertale count as bullet hell? It has elements of bullet hell. Very observant. Touhou Project had a direct impact on Undertale. There's a lot that Undertale does very differently from the Touhou series, but I do know that Toby Fox and Zun have even met at one point. So, arrested for Touhou crimes. I see how it is. The issue is, of course, do you really think that will save you? Clever. Cute, even. I see. Anyway, did you ever hear the collab that Toby Fox and Zun did? Yes, I did. It's super cool. Toby Fox is doing a song for Touhou soon. I did not know that part. I think if I'm not mistaken, I have a game on PS3 that I got one that I thought was some other type of genre game. It turned out to be Bullet Hell. If you can get the title of it, that would be quite delightful. And yeah, let me go ahead and hydrate. I did have a good time at Touhoufest. Thank you, Danny. And I'm actually going a little bit over what... thank you. Going over a little bit of what Touhou is before I get into Touhoufest. So, Touhou is a series of games like this. I'm going to turn the volume super low. Where it's less about the games, although the games are certainly very fun. The characters, instead of it being... Are VTubers real? The real VTubers are the friends you made along the way. So... With Touhou specifically, it's not about like being one of those little spaceships that goes around and you know, shooting aliens or something. This is about a lore of like a distinct world crafted. Yay! It's a distinct lore crafted around the world Gensokyo, which is based around like this interaction between humans and yokai. It's very like traditional. Thank you for the headphones. Traditional Japanese with a little bit of like modern. Lore and flavor to it. Like there's a world kind of parallel to ours called Gensokyo. And the main protagonist is Hakure Reimu, a shrine maiden that just wants stuff to stay chill. That's the red. Thank you for that, Pats. That's the red, the girl in red at the bottom of the screen here. And, you know, with each game, she goes through, you know, several adventures of 6+ stages to confront whoever's causing trouble and basically just restore order. There are some other games. There's some fighting games. There's some photography games where you need to take pictures of what's going on around you. Same kind of engine, though. And what's truly unique about it is that everything... I'm going to pause it, actually. everything from the setting to the characters to the music to the scenarios are free to use for doujin material, like fan work. If you want to make a remix of Touhou music, you can. If you want to make a doujin comic or something of Touhou characters, you can. If you want to make a fan game using Touhou characters or Touhou settings, you can. There are some limits and rules. I got a Harry Potter ad. Yeah, no, I've been getting some very ill-fitting ads for me too. But that's the gist of it. So the appeal of it is that you can kind of do anything you want with this world of Gensokyo and its characters and its music. And the thing is, thank you. Yeah, it's getting to be warmer out, so I thought that I'd hop into a proper, swimsuit and such. But the catch is basically Mamoru-kun Curse. I can't say I'm familiar. So, there were some limits and such. For a little while, you couldn't put anything on like iTunes or Spotify or anything like that, which is fine. That keeps it true to the nature of doujin. But over time, those rules have loosened, and there was for a little while there was no no direct publishing from outside of Japan. That changed pretty quickly. It's a big part of why I worked directly with A1 for so long. So that's kind of the appeal of Touhou. It's not just the bullet hell aspect. It's also the is doujin an adult only thing? Surprisingly, no. A lot of it is adult comics, but all doujin means is fan work. Technically speaking, a lot of MLP remixes and songs would be considered doujin due to its nature as fan material. The thing is, doujin gets mixed up with doujinshi, which is the comics usually, and then a lot of doujinshi happens to be spicy. And don't get me wrong, there is a lot of doujinshi of Touhou, and yes, including the spicy variety. Good heavens, is there ever a lot of the spicy variety? But it's so much more than that. It's fan games and fan music and like even entire industries at this point of fan material around Touhou, which is part of its appeal. So that is why. So I got into Touhou in like the mid 2000s, like mid-late 2000s. And, I started doing stuff like Magical Girl and, what was another one? I've done a couple of Touhou fan songs just on my own, technically kind of breaking the rules. But, in the meantime, I began working with Sugano. Yeah, Chained Lady. Thank you, that is another one. And stuff like that. Deadly Fantasy is another one. Technically, Final Breath was going to be one of my own, but then I was working directly with A1 for that, so I ended up just sending that over. So I got into Touhou kind of through the games and the music and stuff like that. I kind of got into it just on its own merits. And then while I was working with Sugano, he told me that he was going to participate in a Touhou Eurobeat series. So that's when we made our first few songs together, like China Gal, Faithful Heart, and Savior of the Sky. So I began working directly in like Touhou Eurobeat that way. And I've been at it since like the 2010s, tempted to say. When was the first volume of Touhou Eurobeat? Let's see. Touhou Eurobeat Volume 1. When was that out? How long have I been at this? So, Touhou Eurobeat Volume 1 came out in 2010. August 14th, 2010. Scale of 1 to 10, how large would you say the Touhou fan base is? I'm guessing 1 is like maybe 5 people know it, and 10 would be like modern day super hot fandom. I would say a 6. It's very niche, but there are quite a lot of people that know it and work almost exclusively. Actually, no, I'd say more like 5. To put it in perspective, the convention that I attended this last weekend nearly doubled in size to 1,250 attendees from all over the world. 1,250. That's a big amount for a second year, like, fairly niche convention. Would you ever cosplay as any of the characters from Touhou? I will actually address that in a bit. Keep an ear. Thank you for bringing it up, though. That is important to discuss. And you'll see why I brought up Byakuren Hijiri in a moment in that regard. So, I'm into Touhou and kind of fell out of it for a little bit, but I'll pop back in and be like, oh, I miss playing Touhou. Let's get back into that. Last year I was invited to attend and perform at Touhoufest. Peanut E404, thank you so much for the welcome, and welcome back yourself. Thank you so much for 16 months of subscribing. Please continue to enjoy your emotes, your sub badge, being part of the Oddities community. Create some love in the chat for Peanut, and another hydrate that I can do. A Byakuren cosplay would suit you so well. Screw it, I might as well confirm it. I ordered a Byakuren cosplay for this event. I'm not kidding. I ordered a Byakuren Hijiri cosplay for just such an occasion. Let me pull up the character page to show you who the character is. Yeah, let me zoom back and I'll grab the browser window again. Where is it? Princess Samoyed with 5 months of subbing. Can we get some love in the chat for Princess Samoyed? It is great to have you back. Please continue to enjoy your emotes, your sub badge, being part of the Oddities community for almost half a year now. And hopefully human, thank you so much for your resubscription. Please enjoy your emotes, your sub badge, being part of the Oddities community for 13 months in a row now. You gotta start that second year somewhere, so I think it's pretty darn lucky. I'm lucky to have you anyway. Hype train, choo-choo! Alright, so, Byakuren Hijiri. So that's one of her appearances. That's where she has a hat, which is weird because she's one of those few Touhou characters that does not tend to have a hat. So here's a few renditions of Byakuren Hijiri. Gradient hair, this kind of black and white dress with the straps. This is like the official in-game art. She pretty. She's very cute. Here's her on a motorcycle, and she's very cute. I really like her character because she's sweetheart, and she's pretty and powerful. And I want to be Byakuren when I grow up. Vermouth gifting a sub to, is it Iced Tea? Iced Tea. Thank you so much for gifting that sub. Can we get some love in the chat for Vermouth? And to Iced Tea, please enjoy your emotes, your sub badge, being part of the Oddities community. Yes, so, Byakuren, very pretty. Very, final boss of unidentified fantastic object. I don't get into her story too much. Very gender. I suppose so, yeah. So I actually ordered a cosplay of her in February, and I got express shipping to avoid exactly what ended up happening. The day before, or no, a couple of days before, I'm supposed to leave for Touhoufest. Think of that, bats. I get a notice that the package is going to be delivered on the day that I leave for Touhoufest. I email them and I go, hey, I ordered this back in February and I ordered express shipping.
What gives?
And they were actually pretty straightforward about it. They were like, hey, we're sorry. We'd like to compensate you at least a certain amount of what you paid for it. I haven't gotten back to them yet, but thank you for the reminder. My voice is still a little bit hecked up from the performance. So, alas, other than the hat, we could have had me cosplaying as Byakuren Hijiri for Touhoufest. In fact, apparently a few folks planned their own cosplays around my showing up that way. And apparently, like, the head of the convention, his favorite character is Mikotan, who has beef with... why did I say that way? Beef with Byakuren Hijiri. Sorry. But yeah, no, like, we had that sort of playful little rivalry going on for a bit. But alas, it was not meant to be. Thank you for the 200 bits, Peanut. And thank you so much for the coal for the hype train. Choo-choo! I wish I was a Genshin fan so I could just buy pre-made cosplays. I mean, you can get pre-mades of Touhou, too. The issue is, of course, well, shipping. So, you know, that was fun. And that's essentially what Toho is, though. And Byakuran cosplay with or without the hat? Without. I could do one with later on, but I feel like I want to get the basics. Actually, technically, she's often shown with this scroll in particular. Think of that bat. So I'd want to figure out a way to get this scroll ready. Ah, thank you for 100 more bits. Very much appreciated. Is it P-Wire? Pi-Wire? Pi-Wire? I have no idea. I'm so sorry. Please let me know how to refer to you. If I ever do cosplay, I'd love to dress up and actually create my own cosplay. My cosplay on my own, but make it an easy character at first, then go more elaborate down the line. That makes sense. I feel like there's some characters where you could do that pretty quickly and easily. Let me hydrate again real quick. Okay. So this is Byakuran. She's nice. She's pretty. So alas, that couldn't happen. And I was talking with Renko, who is amazing and sweet, and you should all support her work. And I think she's actually been streaming on Twitch from time to time too. So I was expecting bits to be thrown at you. Yeah, it happens. Hello, Destiny. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well today. So, day -1, basically. I'm packing up my stuff. I'm getting ready to go. And I've got songs loaded onto my thumb drive for Rekordbox. I'm also bringing my DJ setup in the event that I can't, or for whatever reason, just decide not to use the Pioneer setup. Which, it means a good amount towards shipping and such. But it was nice to have that redundancy. Like, to have that option in the event that the J's break or something. Well, I think of it as like a high-speed exfoliation peanut. I think it ends up working out in the long run. It hurts for a little bit, but then my skin looks so clean. So I now have my tracks, my sets. I had like a medium set, a all the way through kind of set where I just play it start to finish, and then like a short mix if I was able to get mixing between songs really easily, which we'll get to that. And so I start the flight over to Torrance, California, and I pass out. I was ready to get internet on my phone, and I blink for a second and just pass out. I woke up on the flight, and you know, on the way down, it's not like I slept through the whole thing and like had to be woken up by the staff or anything. I slept decently, and I get in, and you know, there's a little bit of time between when I land and when I get picked up. So I'm chilling for a little bit. I'm trying to figure out where to, where to grab something to eat. And that morning, I had put myself together in just such a way where if I get picked up, I need to be ready to be like on, you know? Because what I love to do, what I prefer to do really, is to, get picked up from the airport and go straight to the hotel. Drop off my stuff, calm down, kind of put myself together a little bit. But I don't always have that luxury. Because I don't always know how... Hello, Deltas. You know what I'm going to do? I had a weird realization, and it does relate to what I'm about to do. I was listening to my set from that night at Touhoufest, and while I think I sounded good, my tone, I'm kind of coming to terms with just how I sound when I sing live, and I can't always hear myself and that kind of thing. And you know what? I'm just going to speak completely naturally. Like, no matter how low it goes, just like this. Forget about it. I just need to be better to it. But I am still enthusiastic. So, I'm just going to speak completely natural. So I land, and we end up picking up myself and Tam. How many of you know who Tam Music is? Like, any Touhou fans in the crowd know who Tam Music is? The violin guy. So he was there last year, and he's an absolute trip. Like, in person, last year he was a little bit more reserved, but, a little bit curious, a little bit silly. This year he had no such reservations. He was having himself a ball, just absolutely, like, every answer was enthusiastic. He looked like he was just tapped into, like, a constant source of caffeine, and it was amazing. I aspired to that level of energy one day, honestly. And, he was really fun. He was really cool. He had a couple of things with him, not too super much though. He was traveling around in California for like what, a couple weeks, almost a month beforehand, something to that effect. And so we hop into the staff van basically, and I'm like, okay, are we gonna head back to the hotel, or are we gonna go somewhere else? And we end up going. Uh-oh. Am I still here? Uh-oh. Am I getting Comcasted again? No. Sorry. Yeah, it dropped like 1,031 frames. I'm so sorry. So sure enough, we end up pulling up to the venue, which I recognized from last year because it didn't really change at all, which is kind of nice. It's like, I'm back. But I'm like, okay, so I need to be like on. But you know, I can kind of do that for like early in the convention where things are still getting set up. It's not like there's anyone I need to impress. Oh, hey, look, that's A1. What? Oh yeah, that's A1 right there. Yeah, that's Elementus, Aki, and Root. So immediately after the airport, when I'm still a little scrambled, I am now heading towards meeting for the first time in my entire career 3 Eurobeat legends. Thank you for that, Bats. That would be Root, Aki, and Elementus themselves in the flesh. And Laker, thank you so much for popping in. It's great to have you here. Thank you, Timber. And my voice is still a little bit oofy from the weekend, so I'm being a little bit low. But yeah, I hop out of the van and I see this group of 3. Thank you. And I see this group of 3. There's a really cool looking guy, or an adorable looking woman, and a man in a mask. And I think it's still a boop if it ends up on the forehead, yeah? And it was that moment that, shaken up and a little bit disoriented, I got to say hi, thank you for that, Pats, to Aki, Root, and Elementus themselves. Give them a big handshake. It's a pleasure to meet you. Oh, Odyssey, thank you. Odyssey, good to meet you. Hello. Hello, it's good to meet you. It's good to see you. They talk to each other a little bit in Japanese, and and they turn to me. Pretty voice. I didn't know what to do with it. They called my voice pretty. Cause like, that's kind of one of those things. It's one of those things where like, Elementus and I have had some discussions about how my voice would change after coming out. And like, if I would need to sing differently, if I would need to sound differently on stage or anything. And there were some miscommunications pretty early on, but it finally started to make sense, and it was like, you know what, no worries. So they called my voice pretty. You surprised that other people like your voice because of how pretty it sounds? How many times do you have to hear that your voice is beautiful and pretty before you understand it's already beautiful and pretty as it is? I'll keep this short. I have been praised for my voice in the past. It was not for its feminine qualities. It was not for its neutral qualities. So nowadays, I am so used to myself and the way that I grew up to where, especially listening to my own performance, like, I don't think I did a bad job at all performing this last weekend, but to me, it doesn't sound the way that I would like in terms of my own personal standard for my own femininity. So when other people say that they like my voice, it's hard for me to accept. It's one of the ways where I'm kind of hard on myself, which is going to be a theme this weekend, by the way. The weekend that I'm talking about, it's going to be a theme. So from Elementus and Aki and Root, I think Shihori might have come along a little later too. So I think I even like visibly staggered and like put my hands to my face like, thank you. Very, very, very kind. Oh my gosh, thank you. And, we end up kind of hanging out for a little bit, and, we're seeing the convention basically being put together in the Torrance Community Center, basically. And at one point, I forget who it was, Tam, A1, and I think it might have been Shihori at that point. They were all going to go over to the mall, and I think they tried to invite me, but it wasn't really clear. Like, it came to a point where it's like, going mall. Agent B7, 3 years of subscribing. Can we get some serious love in the chat for Agent B7? You have been around for such a long time here, B7. Then bless and thank you so much for your loyalty at this point, really. Thank you so much for 3 years of support, and please continue to enjoy your emotes, your sub badge, being part of the Oddities community. Yeah, let's get some celebration in chat for Agent B7. If there's one thing I can tell you, please remember you are gorgeous in how you look and how you sound. Thank you. I am learning to accept compliments on things like, yay! It's just hard for me sometimes because, I get mean to myself because I feel like if I don't push myself to a certain point, that not only will I end up failing somehow, but it'll actually come back to like haunt me or bite me or basically, end up not good for me. Which has saved my butt a few times, but still. So they try to invite me, I think, to the mall, but it's like, we're going mall. I think that's bad. And I couldn't understand. So whoop, that was weird. And I think after a while it was just like they just left. And I would have liked to have gone with them, but I think that bets. But I think if I had gone, I wouldn't have met. There's a few folks that were helping put the con together, and I got to see them again. I think I ran into Lily for a little bit there, and Lily shared some what they were going through, which was really cool. And I got to see a lot of the set pieces put together. Actually, I got to help a little bit. I got to move some boxes and assemble a few things. I got to be useful. I got to be, I got to contribute to the actual convention outside of just being a guest, being like a star or something. So that was pretty cool. I don't remember when in the day I met Shihori, but I know that it's at one point I did finally meet Renko. I was so happy to meet Renko. For those who don't know, something specific is that Renko and I actually met years ago when I was version 1.0, and I didn't know very much at the time. And she was super sweet. I think she gave me a couple of her CDs from that time, and I was like, yeah, it was really cool. Let's hang out again. And for years, we never did. But we did end up chatting a little bit after I came out. And, we just wanted to catch up, hang out for a little bit. And at Touhoufest, we found out that Renko was going to be performing. She was actually brought on as a guest. And by the way, I do see that we reached our sub goal today. I'm going to do more of the story before I do the wheel. Thank you so much for that, though, by the way. Thank you so much for your continued support and subscriptions. It really does help keep the lights on. Words are failing me. But, all right, so I did meet Renko. She was amazing. Is amazing. Always will be amazing. Super fun to talk to. Super easy to get along with. And I think at some point we did eventually get back to our rooms. And we were supposed to come back for two things. One, there was a kind of vague meeting that was supposed to happen for sound purposes. I don't think it was sound check, but it was something to do with like calibrating the sound or something like that. And the time kept changing. It was 6:30, then it was 6, then it was back to 6:30. You should be ready for sound stuff. You don't need to be ready for sound stuff. Thank you so much, Vanilla. It's good to be back. And after a while, I get confirmation. It's like, it's at 6:30. You do not need to bring gear. Just be there. So I get myself put together. I walk over there. I get there at 6:31. And the meeting, I don't think the meeting ended up happening. But I was there for a little bit, and I saw Renko and Tam and A1 all getting ready to for dinner. So, because on day 0, we had it planned that we were all going to go out to dinner together. And we ended up going to BJ's, which I've never been to a BJ's before. Don't quote me on this for the record. But actually, you know what? No. Every artist got BJ's that night. Wait. Peanut, did you just get me a cheeseburger? Hello? Oh my gosh. Peanut, thank you so much. Oh, that's so sweet. What the heck? Okay, hold on. Thank you so much for that. Thank you for that, Bets. Oh my gosh, sorry. I am... thank you so much. Can we get some love in the chat for... Oh my gosh, my brain is a scramble. I haven't had that in a long... Technically, I'm on keto, so at some point I need to I need to update that. But you know what? If you get it for me, I will eat it. Thank you. Super appreciate that. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Peanut. Didn't mean to derail, just seeing it does in fact work. Thank you. So we ended up going to BJ's for the first time, and I remember the seating arrangement ended up being such that the A1 crowd was on the left, and then Renko and Shihori. Oh no, yeah, on the left it was A1. Then I believe it was Tam, Renko, Shihori, myself, Vincent, and Mikotan, the head of the convention. Yeah, Renko is the best. She's so cool. And how do I say? The food was really good. The portions are huge. But it was a little bit difficult to have much of a conversation, and I really appreciated that Renko and Shihori would occasionally translate what was going on the A1 side of the table, just for stuff like that. And I think we ended up getting a few things to share. Like, I ended up sharing my fries around. I turned around to, hey, ow! What's that for? Y'all are just being mean. How? Either way. Thank you for the headbats, though. Right. So I got like a steak, some mixed veggies, and some fries. Thank you for the headbats. And I think a few folks got some. Chicken wings and some fries and some other stuff to share. And after a little while, I was kind of done with my food, except for a few fries. So I ended up passing around fries to everyone. It's like, oh, would you like a fry? Would you like a fry? And I remember Renko turns to Root, because I was pointing it in Root's direction, and goes, basically, would you like some more fries? And the look on Root's face, he lit up like I was gonna take him to Disneyland. And he takes a few fries. Thank you. And they're I don't know. That moment was really cute to me. It was hard for me to communicate with the A1 crowd, though, because I don't know quite as much Japanese as I'd have liked, and English was still they were doing okay on English, but knowing exactly what to say or how to say what you want, some of the context and some of the tense conjugation, that gets difficult. So I understood that. There was no hard feelings, but I'd see Shihori and Renko, who are both really gosh, hearing the switch, when someone switches languages mid-sentence, it's so cool. I aspire to that. I want to be Shihori and or Renko and both of them when I grow up. So it was a good meal. It was a good time. We had Roots Ikemen. I mean, kind of, yeah. And it was a good time, though I did feel a little bit I wish that I could have said more. I wish there was more that I could have talked about with everyone, but I felt a little bit just nervous and anxious, but it was a good time. We all wanted, afterwards, we were thinking of getting coffee there. We decided, nah, let's get together and hang out and get coffee. Long story short, Renko needed to drop some stuff off at her room. And then when we got back to where we were going to meet up for coffee, which ended up being the hotel lobby where most of the guests were staying, the A1 crew had ended up going back to bed. So Shihori, Renko, and I came up to my room, just kind of talk for a little bit, just kind of hang out. No worries, Vanilla. Thank you so much for popping in. Have a great rest of your evening. And we just talked about like Touhou music and our experiences and like what we've had in the Eurobeat world and the Touhou world and other just fandom spaces in general. And we were talking as if we knew each other for the longest time, and I loved that. I would say that the time that I got to hang out with Shihori and Renko was some of my absolute favorite. Like, oh, they're so sweet. They're so just, I love them. I love them. And we chatted for what had to be like an hour or two before we were all like, all right, we got to get some sleep. You know, tomorrow's a big day. And, you know, I get ready for bed. And that concludes, I'm trying to think if that's everything. That sounds like the end of day one. Day two. Oh, yeah, no, sorry. My numbers are weird. Day zero still. So some of you might have known that I could not swing for merch this year. Yeah, I couldn't quite arrange to get merchandise done in time for Touhoufest, which is a bit of a shame because, you know, I was telling Mikotan a little bit about this, and he reaches into a bag and he pulls out, oh, that reminds me of another thing that I need to talk about with dinner. He pulls out a black cloth. Think of that, bats. Mikotan had got me a table cover for if I'm ever vending at future conventions or DJing at future events. It was the coolest thing. It looks so good too. Like, it's got stuff on the sides and on the front, and like, it's really cool. And I was super thankful for that. And at dinner, Mikotan went around and gave everyone a little white box with the Touhoufest logo on it. What kind of stuff was I going to sell? Probably just like posters. I'm not sure if I have any CDs that I could reasonably sell because they weren't Touhou related. And even then, like any merch that I would have had, it wouldn't have been able to be Touhou related at the time. I think for next year, I might commission some artists to like draw me with some Touhou characters or something. And Caleb Catboy, thank you so much for the follow and the stream. It is great to have you here. I'm Odyssey of Odyssey Eurobeat, and my music has been featured in Super Eurobeat, Initial D, DDR, Matara, Kanabi Shoujo, Touhou Eurobeat, and much, much more. Audion Big Hat when in time. So I get that tablecloth, and then at dinner we all got this little white wooden box with the Touhoufest logo on it, and we all got this little hex screw, and we unscrew it, and well, I must have some secrets. Remember to drink 2 to 3 liters of water a day. This includes you, chat. Oh, good names are taken. No worries, Pissly. I appreciate that gesture. Just so you know, I'm serious. Thank you for keeping me hydrated, though. That is definitely something that I was actually really bad about at Touhoufest, and it came to bite me in the butt the next day. But yeah, we all got little gifts from the con at that little dinner, and I thought it was really sweet. The very next day, you know, I wake up a little bit and, you know, I go over to the tables, and the thing was, A1 and I were supposed to share a table, but I didn't have anything, and A1 was scrunched up to the side of a table, which didn't sit well with me, because, like, I don't have anything. I don't need that space. You know, it was nice for me to have a space because people would come up, you know, ask for signatures, ask for pictures, things like that. And, you know, it was important for me to have something. But A1 really needed the full table. So, you know, I asked Mikotan if there's something that can be done. So they bring over a teeny tiny little table, and they set it next to A1's table. You know, we shift a couple things around, and I go, you know, I turn to A1 and go, you have all table. You have all the table. I will have this one. And I think Elemental was like, are you sure? And it was like, oh, thank you. And I did great on that little table. It was a grand old time. And, you know, we get things set up. We do opening ceremonies, which was super fun. And we got to say hi to everybody up there on the stage. And, you know, get through that. And we go back to our booth. Each table, hello, Nebula. Each table ended up doing absolute numbers. Absolute numbers. Nathan, I would try refreshing because I don't think anything's frozen on this end. I'm not dropping frames at the moment. And, what's it? If I remember right, A1 sold out of every CD they brought within like, what, 3 hours? Every single CD. From their full volumes to their recent the recent single collections, like, they sold all the way out. Everything. The Audiomer store doesn't appear to be connected to chat today. The fourth wall. Oh, did you buy something? Uh-oh. Let me see. CDs? Who the hell is Steve Jobs? Okay, let me take a look and see what's going on with that. What would it be? Orders? Orders. Today is the 30th, yeah? I'm afraid I don't see anything. It froze for me. I'm sorry to hear that. Okay. So they were doing really well. We were having a good time, just hanging out for a little bit. Renko and I get up to check out some of the booths. You know, after a couple of hours of, you know, chilling, literally, in that shady little spot away from the sun, we decided to just go around and, like, check out booths for a little bit. Hydrate, that I can do. I think of dead bats. So we do that for a little bit. Actually, I'm gonna check my phone to see, like, if I'm having some of the stories go right. Think of dead bats. And prison, hydration crimes, guilty as charged. So, we're talking a little bit about performing, and you know what's due for that day. There was some info that wasn't quite clear about when Renko was supposed to perform. But we found out after some time that it was going to be during the cosplay contest while the judges were deliberating. I'm not sure how I feel about that decision. I feel like Renko could have very easily had a set up with the rest of us. And it's certainly on the level of doing so. But nevertheless, it's like, okay, so when do we actually need to be there? What time is that part of the performance going to happen? And it turns out we got there with me having the thumb drive ready, like a few minutes before judges were deliberating. So, you know, we get up there, I plug in my thumb drive, Renko gets up to the stage, and, hey! What did I do? What was that for? Mean. Baka. So I get up there, and I'm like, okay, moment of truth for a record box, right? And, you know, I load up the tracks, play them through. Renko did so amazing. Like, that crowd was like... Because sometimes when you have something that doesn't fit into what the crowd is there for, like if you have a musical interlude during a cosplay contest, sometimes that can drive people away. I think everyone stayed. Which makes sense because, you know, Renko was singing in front of them. Of course you would stay. And it was, like, she did a riveting job. Like, absolutely fantastic. And it worked. So that was Renko's set. So after that, you know, after the judges delivered their verdicts on cosplays, well, see you when this clears out. Sorry. Hello, Yo-Yo. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well today. Let me wave at you real quick. So that all ends, and with that, we get another one. Another one. Boo. Drown her with them. So much, she's gonna drown in it. drown in it. Sorry. What was I on about? Right. So finally, after the cosplay contest was done, it was time for sound check for sort of the big Eurobeat night. So we had the set was such. It was going to be Shihori, myself, and A1, which was Elementus, Root, and Aki. So I had already DJ'd for Renko, which it turned out we weren't entirely sure how Renko was going to play her tracks back. Sorry, I should explain why I DJ'd for Renko in the first place. I think she had all of her stuff on a thumb drive, but it wasn't clear how the songs were going to play back, like how to get the backing tracks to play, right? Drone in it. Sorry. So it was like, okay, so what do we do? Is there someone that can play the tracks back from the house? And the sound volunteer, from what we understand, like he did his best with what he had, but I don't think there was really a way to get that to happen. So to some level, if I didn't DJ for Renko, like I feel like she would have been able to navigate the J's and still kind of like figure it out. But like I knew the J's well enough. I might as well since I'm there, right? So it came to be for Renko, but for Shihori. She gets up and is like, okay, so how are we going to play the tracks back? And in the back of my head, I'm like, And I think they had the tracks on Elementus' thumb drive, which is set up for Rekordbox as well. But, booty. So we look at the list, and I think I was back there for the sake of I'd plugged in my own thumb drive to get it ready. And for Shihori's tracks, I see 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9. There were 2 tracks missing. And she's like, okay, track number 1. She did a little bit of track 1. She's like, okay, track number 2. It should be this one, right? And she's like, no, it should be this one. There were 2 songs missing from the playlist, which that happens from what I understand. Like stuff gets in a weird format. It turns out she had videos that she wanted to do for the set, and I think the projector had given some issues. So I go, no worries. Go ahead and send me those tracks, and I'll throw them on my thumb drive, and then I can play those back during your set. And so for the rest of that sound check, we went through each, a little bit of each song, and she comes over and gives me a hug. And Shihori hugs are very good. I love Shihori hugs. And she's like, thank you so much. I'm like, I'm glad to. I'm honored. And I turned slightly to the right. I'm not sure if I can talk about this. I hope it's okay for me to say. Elementus approaches and saying thank you. And offers a hug. And I'm like, wait, what? What? You sure? And I got to have a hug from Elementus, and I was ready to cry. I was so happy. Hello, Mr. Action. I was so happy, but I couldn't wrap my head around it. I think it was a gesture of thanks. I'm pretty sure it was a gesture of thanks. He was saying thank you, obviously, but my brain is bloked. It's still surreal having a Eurobeat god, let alone one of the folks that you've worked with for so long, just I get all flustered just thinking about it. Nevertheless, sound check went on. And, I did my sound check. We're just I gotta sing a little bit in front of Elementus and all these other folks that I admire. So I did a couple of songs. I think I did for sound check. I did Dance with Wolves and another one. And I was like, all right, I'm pretty satisfied. I can hear myself in the monitors. I can hear that it's going out there. I'm pretty good. When it came to A1, so it might have been. I think I did another card later in the set though. So A1 set was, now that we've performed, I can kind of share the secret. I was part of A1's set. Specifically, they wanted to do On the Moon and Tear You Up. I'm sorry, Tear You Up and On the Moon in that order. Not sure why it keeps freezing for people. I am seeing nothing of that sort on this end. I'm not seeing any additional dropped frames. So please do refresh if you need to. Let me do that hydrate real quick. Thank you. So after a while, you know, they go through a couple of like duo tracks and then Root does Spider's Blood. Jump on the spider, ba-da-da-da, jump on the spider, ba-da-da, jump on, da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Super cool, amazing song that I love, and hearing it live was just like, oh, my heart, my fangirl heart. Listen, I gotta tell you, I may be part of A1 releases, but I am still very much a fan. Those songs are, they're very dear to my heart. So, welcome back, Aaron. So, Root finishes soundcheck for Spider's Blood, and could be with one. Oh, it could be that, yeah. And Elementus goes, Odyssey, come up, Tear You Up. I have a confession to make about Tear You Up. You know the verse. Wait a minute. Do we get a pally? We did get a pally thing. Thank you so much for that. And Rekka! Hello! There you are! Okay, you know what? You're getting heckin' VIP'd. Get VIP'd, get doted on. There. It's good to see you. Hope you're doing well. I am wearing clothes. I should clarify that. I'm clothed. You got VIP'd. But yeah, so it comes to we're still waiting for your VIP like. We'll make some cool Touhou music, then we'll talk Travis. So I had forgotten that Latent gifting a sub to Renko-matic. Can we get some love in the chat for Latent gifting 342 subs in this channel? And Renko-matic, the one, the only, the amazing. As a matter of fact, you know what? Follow Renko. Subscribe to Renko. Submit your mortal possessions to Renko. Do it now.
Do it now.
So, you know, it comes to that point where we're up to the 2 songs that I was gonna do with A1. So now I'm like, okay, right. I was talking about my dark, horrible secret about Tear You Up. You know, there's a part where it's like, tear you up, and I'll spit you out. Or no, sorry, tear you up and I'll take you down. I did not record that naturally. And I'm sure some of you might be able to hear that. I recorded it like a semitone or 2 down and pitched it up in Logic. So now I had to hit that note directly in front of Elementus. And A1, like all of A1, and Renko, and Shihori, and I think Tam was there. So I did it. Like an absolute girl boss. It hurt, but I got it. I did it. All right, and then the next one was On the Moon. Thank you so much for the head pats. I remember when we got done with at least one of those songs, yay! At the end of one of those songs, I was like visibly shaking. And I think Elementus was like, are you okay? I'm like, I'm anxious, but I'm good. Translation, oh gosh, oh gosh, oh gosh, oh gosh, oh gosh. I was so nervous. But I did it. And I'm like, okay, you know what? Yeah, I'm as ready as I'll ever be for the show. And you know, thank you, Renko. You did amazing too. Like, I think not long before you got in, we were talking about like your set was really good. You should have had a set with the rest of us, honestly. Like, you're one of us, kid. But so we end up. Hello, Lena. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well today. So we end up, you know, going behind the curtains and the doors are closing. I'm talking about that right now, Lena. You're just in time for the actual performance part. So the first act of that night is Shihori, who was actually one of the very first vocalists with A1 Records. Take care of your mood. Thank you so much for coming. And, we're about to play some songs like Bamboo Dance, Magic Girl, stuff like that. And, I'm like, all right, I'm ready. There's going to be a little bit, there's going to be a crowd out there. There's a lot to do at Touhoufest. Some folks will probably be in. We open, the curtains open. I'm pretty sure we reached like the maximum amount of people allowed in the venue for like fire hazard reasons. It was stuffed to the gills. Absolutely jam, cram, packed. So no pressure. Nevertheless, Shihori did absolutely amazing. She is such just an incredible talent. Hearing the songs that I grew up with, like right from the very beginning of the Touhou Eurobeat series, like I said earlier, I'm not just like a contributor to A1. I'm a fan. I like A1 music. I like their stuff. Like there's a comment that I made later in A1 set that I stand by, but I'll get to that when the time comes. So we're going through Shihori's set, and it's just playing tracks back. She'd look back and be like, "Hit it, DJ," or like, "Let's go." And I'd play the song all the way through, which is good because I didn't know how to do any kind of manipulation in Record Box. There are a couple of songs where I had to figure out, like, she asked for a little bit more volume in one of the songs, and the slider was already up to 10. So I ended up like just gently playing with the trim knob. And like just bringing it back as it started to get louder until it was back to like full volume. So I was pretty proud of myself for that. Felt very DJ-like. And she ended up telling a little bit of her story, like some what she's been up to after Touhou Eurobeat, and what Shihori's been through. I am so beyond glad that she fought through it and was with us is still with us just in general, and let alone that weekend. Like, just words are failing me. Shihori is amazing, an incredible talent, and an amazing, just a cool. She's just so cool. That's all I can really say. So she did her set, and the curtain closed, and I'm like, Shihori's done. So it's Guy Othersome! What the heck? Wait. Hold up. Can we get some love in the chat for Guy Othersome? That is now like, hold on. That's like 2 times wait, thank you. Can we get some love in the chat for Guy Othersome gifting those subs too? Why wouldn't it load? Of Walia, Mad Mogsy, Praise the Sun, my dude, Moonbuys, Ruby Lark VT, Kilgorio Watching, Blevnj, Shellspin, Lane Within, and Kit Katak. Thank you so much for that. And I do believe that puts our sub bar at full. I mean, it was already at full, wasn't it? I think that now means that it's doubly full. Let's do 15 then. We're at like 20, aren't we? Oh wait, that's the next one. Something coming and give you guys. You stop threatening me with a good time and not delivering, darling. Hello, Creepy. It's good to see you. Oh my gosh. Okay, you're just in time to hear about like my set specifically. So we just finished with Shihori's set, and I'm like, wait a minute, it's my turn. I've been jumping around and such, not doing too much during the songs, like because I don't want to putz around with other people's music too much. While they're singing and such, because like I just want to play it back. And I'll jump around a little bit. I don't want to go too out. My neck was hurting, like jumping around and like helping Shihori during her set. And I'm like, I'm parched. I was dry as a desert vocally. So between then, my set was technically ready to go. My thumb drive was in there. I could just hop in and just play, but I was so dry. There were so many bottles of water back there. Oh, hydrate. Thank you. I took a few sips for that. So I throw back like what? It had to be like 2.5 bottles in like what? Less than 5 minutes. And there's still a lot to learn about the CDJs, but I did learn how to navigate between cue points, like memory cues, which is such a relief. Oh my gosh. I don't think I could ever do it that way, like any other way. Like using hot cues, I mean, I get their use, but I really feel like you got to be able to do memory cues too. So another thing that I didn't know about was locking the J's at their existing tempo. I was trying to get between songs and, moving the tempo sliders to no avail. So I'm basically dealing with alien technology with a dry voice and songs that I haven't sang since the first time I recorded them for A1. At the end of my set, I had that moment of being really hard on myself. I went out there and I gave it my absolute best. Like, I sang my heart out. These are songs that I have wanted to do for a long time. Songs that I took notes about when I performed last year that I didn't play. Because I knew that a lot of people were like, oh, we should do, you should play Lunatic. You should play Zombie. You should play China Gal. You should play Faithful Heart. And the stuff with the Sugano tracks was that I didn't know if that would be okay. Because at the time, I didn't know if Sugano and I were still good. And in terms of songs like Lunatic and Zombie, I mean, Lunatic is also not itself a particularly sensitive title. And, those had some mixing issues. I was not satisfied with the work that I turned into A1 at the time, but the fact that people... Oh, there's another one. Thank you. The fact that people wanted that was like, really? You like that song? People were like, yeah, it's my favorite. Like, of the ones that you've done, that's like my number one track. So, there's some times I had to look at the lyrics. There's some times that I, had kind of botched one of the transitions, but you know what? After that moment of like my usual getting down on myself, I'm like, you know what? No, I did good. I did real good. I'm proud of my set with, my set with Touhoufest this year. Thank you. And then came the time watching A1 perform live. And let me tell you, as a grown-ass fangirl who grew up with these songs, as a grown woman who grew up listening to these songs being sung live with every bit of enthusiasm and gusto as you could possibly imagine, I was going nuts backstage. I was dancing as if I was in the crowd. And, Root is singing Spider's Blood, jump on the spider. And I'm going wild. And then the song ends. I'm like, oh, it's time. It's time. And I see Elementus line up, Tear You Up. And I get a little emotional thinking about it every single time. I'm kind of glad that I muted the music because I would do that now if it wasn't already. I get down on myself about a lot of things. I get down about myself, like my, how well I present, how well I sound, how well my Eurobeat does, if I'm outclassed, if it's just a matter of time before people are like, who? The songs that A1 invited me to play and just to be part of that with them is proof to me that I really can hold my head up high in the Eurobeat world. If I sang my heart out during my own set, I sang my heart and soul out. Thank you. I sang my heart and soul out during those two songs because, like, I have my own way of doing my own set, but for A1, I wanted to deliver pure, just straight up, absolutely just excellent. I had to give it my best, my absolute best. And between songs, I was supposed to do a little bit of emceeing, a little bit of chatting, just kind of talking to the audience, and I shared what I felt. In that moment, I shared that I felt like A1 is the future of Eurobeat. I stand by that. Not just because they shared their set with me, which was already extremely generous and kind of them, but just the things that they do, the collaborations they do, the way they push the envelope, the way they challenge things, their originals even, like, they do the things that I praise. They do the things that I think Eurobeat should be doing. Like, I don't know, my heart is just very full thinking about how that night went. So I sing my songs, Tear You Up and On the Moon. I kept them out of my own set because they were there for a reason. I think they get back, I hop off stage after On the Moon. Root and Aki do one more song together, and then they do their closer. We pretend that, another song was their last one. Miko-tan gets up and goes, by the way, you really thought that was their last song? Y'all are ready to scream out. And then, the song Scream Out started playing. And for that song, we were all... Renko, Shihori, and I was Tam also invited up on stage? I don't think Tam joined us on stage for that. But just jumping around with everybody for that last song, just if you had told me that many years ago, hello, you boy Max, good to see you. If you had told me 10 years ago that I would be joining A1 on stage to be part of Scream Out, I would have called you silly, because that's never going to happen. I'm not going to be in Japan anytime soon. What's up with that? But it happened, and it was amazing. It has been a while, Max. I hope you've been well. I'm just talking about my experiences at Touhoufest, and it was just beautiful. I didn't know what to expect because, here's the thing, we have a sense of what an EDM show is like. Right? Miko-tan, hello! Rather coincidental timing. I was just talking about the concert. I just got done talking about A1 ending with Scream Out. Yeah! That's the Conhead. That is Miko-tan himself. I hope you're doing lovely today, my dear. I'm gonna hydrate. If chat exists, I will literally drink water. Words are failing me. I'm doing good. During my absence, I've been playing the life out of my Steam Deck. I'm about to sneeze. Hold on a second. Excuse me. Thank you. Hey, what was that for? I was sneezing. I didn't exactly burp here. You don't gotta bump me for that. Sheesh. So I have a confession. I was going to extend my stay so I could surprise you, but I had things to attend to here. No worries, darling. Wait. Creepy. Were you and I in town at the same time? Were you in Torrance or near Torrance? While? No. Please tell me. Please tell me that, So I remember being in LA for Digital Stars. Wasn't that a week before? That's a long time. That gets expensive. And don't get me wrong, girl. If you were there, while I was there, I would have loved to oh my gosh. No worries. Listen, creepy. Hit me up after stream. There's some scheduling stuff that we could stand to figure out, and there might be some opportunities to catch up. I swear to God, I will hug you. It will happen this year, damn it. Okay? I love you. I'm going to give you a hug. I'll kiss you on the cheek. But I digress. Hydrate. Is that a threat or a promise? Yes. Hug or two. Of course. I will be sending so much love from so many of us, creepy. Yeah, a threat is a promise if you do it right, darling. So words. So we just get done with Scream Out. The curtains close. We have, I'm writing this huge wave of what's the word? Adrenaline. And we still have to get our stuff together and head out to this little hallway to, just outside, thank you for the reminder, just outside of the venue to do signings. And we were there for what? An hour, tempted to say. A threat is a promise, Mario. Sorry, Mom. Sorry. Any good threat is a promise if you do it right, darling. Anyway, yeah, we were there for like an hour signing stuff and like actually selling a few things, taking pictures with people. And I saw that the end of the line was starting to come up. So I hopped in line. I hopped into the end of the line and, I get to Renko and Shihori. Hello, S3. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. And Shihori starts laughing. And I get to the A1 table, and they all started laughing as I handed them my badge. And they handed me their, I think Aki handed me her badge. And then, I signed hers, and she actually, as she signed mine. And Root hands me his badge, and I'm signing his. And, okay. And then Elementus hands me his, shakingly. Can you sign my badge? It was cute. It was funny. I was honored to sign Elementus's badge. And he signed mine too. And, it was so cool. My cheeks hurt. I'm smiling so much. That was one of my favorite memories of that night, honestly, other than the performance itself. And it was amazing. And I think that was the thing, because a lot of folks realized that the back of the badge was white. Because the front had stuff on it, which makes sense, but the back of it ended up being clear, which makes it perfect for Sharpie signatures or really good pen signatures. Hydrate, that I can do. Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, Mikotan, you're the one that started the biggest Touhou event in the Western Hemisphere. The least I could do was get a celebrity signature. And I don't know, it was just really nice. It's just, I gotta be honest, the Touhou community, I feel like I haven't been reaching out as much as I should, because it has been so good to me. Okay, chat. Some of you might have seen me tweet about this, but we got to talk about this. Okay, this, and then I need to use the restroom real quick. So, chat, how many of you have been to a Brony convention performance? How many of you seen me play at BronyCon or Everfree Northwest or something like that? Show of hands, I'm not here to shame. So, y'all know how it gets when I play stuff like Luna and Discord, right? People sing along. The other stuff, it's not like they know it super well, and that makes sense. Some of it's newer, some of it isn't even my own, and it makes sense that those are the two that people sing along to. So you would think, I didn't know which songs people would sing along to, if at all, for my set at Touhoufest. Do you want to know how many songs they sang along to on the same level as Luna and Discord? Quick guess. Every single one. Every single song. Which is so good, because I had forgotten some of the lyrics or messed up the lyrics a couple times. And they nailed it. They were on it. I got to do that thing. So many songs. So you know that thing I do where I point my mic out into the crowd, and people were singing along. And I can pick up the crowd that way. I got to do that a bunch of times, and it worked out. So listen, I love all of my fans amazingly. I love all of my fans. It's so cool. Touhou side, MLP side, Initial D side, whatever. But listen. You really want to talk about dedication? You gotta talk to the Touhou side. You gotta start talking to the Touhou fans, y'all. They know the secret. They do their homework. They do their studies. But I digress. These people keep underestimating how famous they are within Touhou. It happens! I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know what to look for. There's so much good Eurobeat in the Touhou scene. There's so much good music out there. Hello, Ma-chan. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well today. All right, natural voice, hydrate. Let me do those sips. So that was the thing. I wasn't ready for all of it, but you did it. That was really cool. So that night, I think I ended up just going back to my room and conking out, going to bed, going to sleep. I think as I was passing, I'm like, oh wait, I forgot to eat dinner. So I'll talk about day and night 2 after a quick potty break. I will be right back, everybody. I got words on stream going. Yeah, I'll run that for maybe a couple of rounds, and then I will be right back. BRB. Oh, I gotta put it back. Hold on. Where is it? There it is. Okay. Nope, not after what just happened. Not after that. You think I didn't see that? No, y'all. It's a good thing, don't worry, but also, like... Guy Othersome. Don't think I didn't see what you did. Don't think I didn't see that. $50! $50 from Guy Othersome. Bless and thank you. I need to turn this way down. Can we get some serious love in the chat for Guy Othersome? $50. Bless and thank you. That is extremely generous. Yeah, can we get some serious love in the chat for Guy Othersome? That is. How many times over did we just pass that that goal? Sweet mother of heck! Like, that is a lot. Oh gosh, I have now what? So 5. Let's see, 50, and then 5, and then what? 3. Yeah, I now have 8 spins of the wheel to do. Chat, would you like to do those spins now, or should we wait until I'm done talking about Touhoufest? Also, burger time. I tried to make something happen at Touhoufest, but it did not work because someone did not know what a yokai Jesus was. Continue the story, Spin. So for those who don't know, whenever I reach a certain threshold on tips or subs, I spin a little wheel that's full of rewards for you, punishments for me, or both. So I'll just say it on here. When is the Odyssey and Renko collab? Don't worry your little head about that, darling. We'll figure that out. Between us, we'll figure it out. But yes, wink wonk. Sorry. What's the thing that cool people say now? Get loved on. Yeah. Get loved on, get heckin' cherished. So from where I was sitting, it was honestly super awesome and cute to see. Well, yeah, like, it was just really nice to, I'm sorry that I couldn't get merch, by the way, this year, Mikotan. I would have loved to have had some merch. But, like, it was just nice to sign stuff and, like, just chill for a little bit, you know? Ooh, I'm gonna have a tater tot real quick. Oh, it's so good. I know that I shouldn't because I'm on keto, but forget it. I'm gonna have carbs today because of this. Oh, it's so good. Oh my gosh, sorry. Thank you all, by the way. You've been so generous today. Yeah, it's from Smashburger Pixie. Potato. I love that words on stream is all about taters and treats. Yeah. Another hydrate that I can do. I want to just hit my teeth with the straw real quick. So day 2 comes along, and with that, you know, this time I remember to bring the table cover that Mikotan had designed for what's taters? Potatoes. Boil them, mash them, stick them in a stew. So I grabbed the table cover that Mikotan had made for me, which was super cool. Can we get some love in the chat, by the way, for Mikotan for that amazing table cover. Words are failing me. So I bring that over and I set that up on the table, and for a little while we just kind of chill for a bit. I get up to kind of float around a little bit, buy some. I buy a bunch of CDs, and no, not who the hell Steve Jobs is. An actual compact disc music. An anonymous sub to Mikotan. Can we get some love in chat for our anonymous gifter? Mikotan, you've been around for a hot minute. Please continue to enjoy your emotes, your sub badge, being part of the Oddities community. Thank you so much for, looks like you're 9 months. Wait, Mikotan, that's a sub baby. We must name our sub baby together. You're a proud mother now. You know that, right? All right. Yeah, I got a few CDs. Actually, someone walked up and gave me their demo of Eurobeat work. And it turns out that this was a vocalist who had worked with Galaxian. Was that the same day that I got to introduce, I think that was the day that Ryuko Pegasasu walked over to the booth, and I was able to be like, Ryuko, this is A1, Elementus, Root, and Aki. And they got to chat for a little bit. I love Ryuko's enthusiasm so much. Like, he's just constantly excited for what's ahead. You don't do one-off gifts. Yeah. I think that was the day of Tam's performance. So how many of you have not watched Tam Music perform before? Hello, Smorphus. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well today. I'm gonna have another tater tot real quick. If you haven't, fix that. Tam is an absolute genius on violin. He was having himself a grand old time up there. The Lufa, thank you so much for the follow on the stream. It is great to have you here. I am Odyssey of Odyssey Eurobeat. My music has been featured in Super Eurobeat, Initial D, DDR, Matar Khan, Toho Eurobeat, and much, much more. That looked like a Yuzu emote real quick. Don't know if I shipped to the cemetery. No worries. I'm glad that you're here. But yeah, Tam's set was so good. You know, asking for requests and he's I don't know. You ever just watch a master at their craft? That's Tam. The way that Tam performs, he plays the violin as naturally as one breathes or like speaks, you know? Just super, super, super good. And even from the back for a little bit, I was just like, just watching. Because the that outdoor stage was kind of on the opposite side of what we called the Human Village. No, the Human Village was outside. We were in like the plaza, like Torino Plaza, what was it called? I forget the names. I'm sorry. But he did such a good job. When did you add a tiara to the throne? I don't remember. It must have been some time ago. I will say that in terms of throne, Little Cloudy. Wait, is that the Cloudy? Is that the artist Cloudy from Touhoufest? Hello, Little Cloudy. Good to see you. I hope you're doing well today. I hope you are doing absolutely fantastic. I'm Odyssey of Odyssey Yerby, if we have not met before. I've done Yerby, like you're hearing in the background, for Super Yerby, Initial D, DDR, Matara Kanavi Shoujo, Touhou Yerby, and much, much more. It is great to have you. Be meaning to ask, have you ever or will you sell CDs with your music? Yeah, I have done it before, and it's a little bit costly, but I would need to figure out how to do it again. It's a little pricey too, but not a bad idea. That I should really consider that. Zeet with the 14-month resub. Can we get some love in the chat? It is great to have you. Please continue to enjoy your emotes, your sub badge, being part of the Odyssey community. And Cloudy, yay, hello, Cloudy. Do I remember right that you recorded the performances last year? And thank you for the follow, Arcadia. It's great to have you here as well. I hope you're doing well today. And Guy Othersome with gifting 2 subs to Ryuno Kitsubi Ship and Noran Joel. Can we get some love in the chat? I think that's another... Wait, we just hit another spin. Okay, hold on. So now we're at 9 spins of the wheel. Oh my gosh, okay. Okay. Wait. I'm not ready. Why is this saying 19? Clearly we're at 20. We are spinning today. All right. Can we get some love in the chat for everyone that's gifted subs or followed or subbed or thrown bits at me? Thank you very much for that. I do appreciate that. All right, let's go ahead. Thank you for the 100 bits. Every bit helps. Every bit's appreciated. They're very sharp, but they do exfoliate the skin quite well. Words are failing me. Right. So, thank you for the head bats. So, we're chilling in the back while we're watching Tam perform. And then we have a little bit of time before closing ceremonies. Hello? Another 6 subs from Yo-Yo. Those going out to, let's get some love in the chat for Yo-Yo762 for gifting those subs to Party Rock School, Dux_M, Lire Esta, Justa_Scumbag, Apollo Ad Saber, Fright Mitsumon _R8R. Thank you so much for gifting those subs. And that's another bit. Time to set it to the next threshold. I would have gone to school if I could party rock. I see. Am I gonna have to keep counting the spins again? Possibly, because chat keeps going a little nutty goofy. Thank you for the 500 bits. Ow! 500 bits from Latent. Can we get some love in the chat? Thank you so much for that. And that does keep our hype train going. Choo choo. I sincerely apologize for party rocking. To be fair, so did LMFAO. Thank you for that, Bats. Gosh, how do I even keep telling the story? Should I bother? Thank you so much for the hype train. I'll just keep going. I'll keep going. So we go, and you know, the con is kind of wrapping up, and a bunch of us are just kind of hanging out. And I think I got to hang out with the 2 cosplayers. There was Punderful, who we have interacted with many times on the stream, and Medu Kitty, who I met through last year mostly. And we got to chat for a bit, and they made some recommendations for cosplays that I should do next year, and like how I could do cute little bends on Byakuren cosplay. I could add cat ears and a tail and do Nyankaren. Or I thought about Kayla. That's right. Yeah, Kayla. Thank you for reminding me. I did not mean to leave Kayla out of that. So it was Medu, Kitty, Punderful, and Kayla. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And just they had a bunch of ideas for like cosplays that I could do, and anytime that someone recommends like cosplays, oh, you look really good as, like, in my brain, I'm like, jot that down, because the idea of people wanting to see me in certain outfits, actually, listen, chat, I got another confession to make. You ever want to be on my absolute best side ever, forever, and ever until the end of time? Just ever, at all, ever, in the slightest? Tell me something you think I'd look really cute in, and not have it be like a creepy thing. Wanting to be dressed up as the... Yes, so very much. Sweet mother of all things holy, that just... You look cute. I appreciate the gesture, but it's more to do like, oh, you know, you look really cute in this kind of thing. This was the Byakuran I showed you. I don't remember the one. Words are failing me. I think I just got scammered. Anyhow, really cute. I see what you're doing there. As a joke, I'll have the clown outfit on standby. Hello, Cephalo. Good to see you. When is Odyssey becoming? Oh, yes. That particular Byakuran, yes, I think I would actually really quite like that variation of Byakuran would be very lovely. Yes, please. Yeah, I would love that very, very, very much. Anyhow, yeah, so, hey, Audie, you look really cute as a bunny girl. I mean, I know that. I've worn that. I don't know why, but I feel like you see you're like the third person to recommend me Junko in particular, and now I gotta like look into that, because like Junko's character, I'm not sure how much I like Junko's characterization, but you know, I could do a little bit more research and see. Have you ever worn a sundress with strawberries? Yes. Like, well, not necessarily a sundress, but I do have a dress with strawberries on it. Hello, Spotcello. Welcome back. Is that a cosplay that you think I would do well as? Hinata's from Naruto, right? Ah, thank you, Renko. It's one of my favorites too. Do I know Miss Lala? I'm familiar with Miss Lala. She is the VTuber that runs like a 50s diner, right? Yeah, I'm familiar with Miss Lala. She seems really cool. Like, I like what I've seen of Miss Lala. Probably look adorable in that style dress. I know I'd look adorable in that style dress because I love that kind of vintage. Do you cosplay next Touhoufest? Ideally, yes. I actually, I have a thing about that at the end of the story. So, yeah, I will absolutely talk about cosplay stuff. Thank you for the hype train, everybody. Miss Law, yeah, she's gonna be a guest. Yeah. So the end of the convention comes along, and there is like a staff feed, basically. Like a little get together at the end, kind of like a cool little party, and we hop in, and you know, after a while, just hanging out and chatting for a little bit. Folks come in with pizza and sodas and a pot. Not marijuana, like an actual container, metal container of soup. So we're chatting for it, and I think Renko and I kind of got things started, got the ball rolling on, you know, getting pizza and such, and we look at each other, it's like, is that miso? Is that homemade miso? So we go over and we were having a good time with the pizza. Don't get us wrong, it was good, but like, we had a taste of that miso. And listen, I need to pause the music again. This is a pause music moment because that miso gave us life. That miso was so freaking good. Like, it was just like liquid angel tears. It was so good. Oh, salty, delectable broth. Oh, I love it. So That gave us that just jolted us back to reality. Come back to reality. Oh, there goes gravity. Sorry. And after a little bit, there's a moment where Mikotan is doing a speech, like a thank you thing. And so on one end of this very, very long room with a long table is Mikotan. And, you know, some of the other staff or something. On the other side was, I think it was like Shihori, Tam, and the A1 crew. And so Mikotan, as true to the character, was holding a scroll. And just as an office lady, maybe, I wouldn't mind wearing something like that. I've heard that I have the legs for a pencil dress, or like a pencil skirt. I was very surprised. Were there e-t-shirt cards at Touhoufest? There was. I got to sign one, in fact. Office lady RP. Oh no. Don't tempt me to do more RP streams. You're back from Waking Dogs. No worries, gamer. Welcome back. So, apparently throughout the convention, there was a scroll, like a big old roll of paper with Touhoufest on it, and people were invited to sign on it, you know, draw stuff and doodle on it. And if I remember right, and please correct me if I'm wrong, Miko. Actually, should I be talking about this party, or is this kind of like, is this oversharing? If you do, obviously, make sure to post it in the appropriate channel in the Cinnamon Switch. Oh, that's right. Yeah, I forgot about that. I'm so sorry that I've been inactive in that server. I've been a busy bee. So we find out that apparently Elementus wanted to bring his mother to the convention, but for one reason or another, it just ended up not working out. So Mikotan comes over with this scroll. And you know, it's everyone's signatures and such, and you know, little doodles on it, Touhou-related stuff, and says, "This is for your mother from the convention." And I thought that was the sweetest thing. And you know, a bunch of us like got up there to help Elementus hold the entire scroll, and there was a bunch of pictures taken. It was really sweet, really cute. So we're having a grand old time after that, you know, eating pizza and such. And I get a little tap on the shoulder. Should I talk about this part? And I look up, and I'm not sure if this would be. I'm trying to think about. Oh heck! So, you ever just do a rock star thing? Just kind of jump on something spur of the moment. I got a little tap, and I forget who it was, but like they're like, we're gonna go somewhere. Want to come with? And it was A1. And I remember earlier in the day, or earlier in the weekend, I had kind of blanked on an opportunity to hang out with A1 directly. So now they're like, we're going out. Want to come with? I go, yeah. So we're about to hop out, and then someone's like, oh yeah, let's do a group picture, which is totally fair. Let's get a group picture together. But also it was like the timing is so spot on for that. We get together, we do this really cute group picture together, and I hope that is a lovely celebration reminder for everyone that worked at, like for the guests and the staff that made Touhoufest happen. And then we hop out the door. Turns out we were heading to hello Extra Long Socks. Love your name, by the way. Ahoy hoy to you too. And we were going out to Din Tai Fung. Oh, hydrate. That I can do. 1 second. My water appears to be out. Time to switch to the other beverage. Ah, thank you. All right, did plenty of hydrating there. And this time, it was Shiori, Renko, Tam, A1, and myself. And this time, I know, it just felt more comfortable. Don't get me wrong. I was really glad for the dinner that we had together on day 0, but the night 2 dinner, it just felt a lot more comfortable. I feel like we had gone through something together, and it was just easier for me to like joke with everybody and, you know, make some references and even sparkle in little bits and pieces of Japanese wherever I could. And I felt a little smart. And it was just a grand old time. The food was amazing. That picture with the picture with the little crab-shaped cake. I still love that. And like the pictures of Din, Tai, Fung, like retweeting that out. I love that so very, very much. Hello, GLMD. I am doing great. I'm talking about my time at Touhoufest this weekend. And that moment was just really, really fun. And the time came, we finished our meal. We had delicious noodles and like, we had dim sum. Kurohime Hanamura, thank you so much for the raid. Hello, raiders. Oh, okay, that's a different thing. Sorry, I saw something from PayPal and it's a notification, but it's a Kurohime Hanamura. Hello, raiders. I hope you're all doing well today. We're something about cute outfits. So we were talking a little bit about a cosplay that I wanted to bring to Touhoufest, but shipping issues had been an issue. It's been forever. How's it going? It's Foxtuber. Hello. It's good to see you again. I hope you're doing well today. How are you? How was your stream? Was there a Sailor Moon cosplay? I have cosplayed Sailor Mercury for a room party that a friend was throwing. That was actually before I even came out. I think some dude tried to like grab my thigh like that and I smacked his hand. And hello Zoe. Hello everybody. But yeah, no, I wanted to cosplay Byakuran Hijiri, and you know, I was talking about how some other cosplayers are recommending cosplays to me and how much I very much cherish and value and appreciate and become a blushy little ball of everything whenever someone says, "Oh, you look really good in this." I'm getting exhausted right now. I struggled against the Touhou School EK Civic and initially the arcade stage. That's fair. That's fair. I said earlier, wait. Thank you so much for the follow, Bird. Welcome to the stream. It is great to have you here. And Guy, listen, what do you want about with that? What do you mean by that? What do you want about? I think I did 9 blind attacks throughout the ordeal. That makes sense. And also now just thinking about something extremely cursed I learned about Mother 3 soundtrack the other day. Fair enough. Right, so let me get back to the story of that, you know, of night 2 at Touhoufest. So the day comes along when we must depart. And I didn't realize that this was probably going to be the day, like the time that we'd see each other last. So, we had the realization. I'm going to pause the music for this part because, you know, partially for emotional emphasis, partially to hear myself think. And it became time to look at Elementus and Aki and Root to say goodbye. And I looked to, I think I hugged Elementus first, and we reached to each other. We just gave each other hugs. Just thank you very much. I told Elementus that I was very honored to perform alongside him that weekend. And he told me some hush hush things, some secrets. And then I turned to Root, and I say, Root-san, excuse me, would you prefer a hug or handshake? And I don't know if it got through. Mechanics, the con was amazing. I'm actually talking about some of the tail end of it right now. I've been telling my story of it this stream. And who was it that translated it to Root? And Root just kind of like, he has this moment where he's just kind of calculating, just, oh, and he opens his arms and he walks to me and just like, we gave each other a hug. And it was just very sweet. Aki comes over. Odyssey, good to see you. I'm like, Aki. Aki's so adorable. Oh my gosh, I'm Die. Thank you forever. Did you enjoy, because people, I love hugs. I love hugs so very much. I'm a hugger. Yeah, Aki's cute as heck. I aspire to that level of like actual IRL adorable. Just innately adorable. And I think, so what was it? Shihori and Tam, was it Shihori and Tam? And Renko and I all got back into the car and headed back I think we ended up just like heading back to the room, to our rooms for a bit. We all started messaging each other a little bit on like Discord for a bit, and we conk out. The next day, the last day, yesterday, we line up plans to go out for lunch. And earlier, before I had come out to Touhoufest, I actually got a message from Sina. About Sina Plumiel about hanging out for a little bit. It's like, yeah, we're gonna be in town. Let's get together. Let's hang out. And we got together at this teeny tiny little hole in the wall Japanese restaurant. And just as we're all getting out of the car, I hear to my right, Jessa, and it was Sina. And I got to see her and say hi and got to introduce her to Renko and Shihori and Tam. And do I remember right, Renko? What were the names of your friends that were with us too? I'm so sorry that I'm blanking on them. I have awful memory, and I'm so sorry. I met them like the days prior. Like they came to see you perform, and they saw you from Thursday and Ria. Yeah. Thank you so much for the reminder. Yeah, Thursday and Ria were with us also, and we asked about grouping the tables together for that lunch. But the lady that ran the place was like, "Oh, you know, I have to be able to access the tables." Like you can. It's just at the same angle anyway. But nevertheless, we ended up having our two tables, and we just spent hours talking to each other, just shooting the breeze, enjoying an amazing lunch, chatting as if we knew each other. Good morning, Dyed Quartz. It's good to see you. I hope you're doing well today. She does IRL streams pretty often. Yes, she has. I don't know about the last part, but I appreciate that. Thank you. And words. I don't know, it was just very simply nice. I'm really glad that we had some time to eat. One more time, thank you for that, Bats. Before we left. And actually, fun thing, a lot of people had questions over the weekend over if my gender situation had impacted my Touhou work. And my general answer was no. Because like generally when I write Touhou material, I tend to write it based on the characters themselves. Like my impression of the characters and what they value and what they are going through. So I think Sina pulled up the song Adequate. I think it turns out I've been writing about being trans and that kind of thing in the Touhou world for a lot longer than I thought. You did, Celine, and I forgot, and I shouldn't have forgotten. Hello, Ori Turtle, and thank you. Pre-egg. Well, the thing is, like, in the 2010s, I had some sense of the fact that I was going to come out, but, like, I didn't necessarily want to... How do I say? I wanted actually to kind of keep it out of my Touhou work, not because I wasn't, myself, but it was like, I wanted to allow the Touhou work to be about Touhou. But it turns out I can't write lyrics emotionally and not have some, some connection. Think of that, Bats. So yeah, it turns out that I did sneak some references to, my journey as a trans woman in there before I even went on the actual, journey. I'm gonna do those hydrates real quick. I really gotta start using the water filter again. You mean the cute girls with bag hats didn't key you in? Yeah, okay. So here's the thing. I thought that making high BPM brony music was enough of an egg detector. I didn't know for a long time that Touhou itself was also an indicator of, egg? Yeah, there's that. I am not the sharpest taco on the Christmas tree. How's the stream been? I'm just working on some Portuguese lesson I started. That's awesome, Ori Turtle. I was just talking about, my experiences at Touhoufest this year, which was a great time. And, what was it? Yeah, actually, honestly, it's about it. From there, I ended up going back to the airport, writing out my feelings, and came back home. The egg in Odyssey, the egg gets smashed and cracks open. Yeah, basically. Would I go again? In a heartbeat. I had an amazing time at Touhoufest this year. Last year, I thought it'd be like, wow, this is legendary. It'd be hard to beat. This year, I need to pause the music again. I'm sorry that I keep pausing music, but this year was not just legendary. This year was affirming in a way. Was affirming in a way that I didn't expect. Thank you for that, Pets. Because, like, as I was saying earlier, although we've had some people hop in since I talked about this, thank you for that, Pets. I get pretty hard on myself about, like, my place in the Eurobeat world and in the Touhou world, and thank you for that, Bats. And just like, if I'm doing okay, or you know, how long can this really last? You know, how long can I keep making Eurobeat about things that I love? You know, are people just gonna, you know, this, that, whatever? This is the kind of weekend that affirmed so many things to me on a level I never expected. I can say with confidence that after a weekend like this, I can hold my head high in the Eurobeat world, not just the Touhou world, not just the indie world, but the Eurobeat world at large. Thank you for that, Bats. Just, I don't know. It felt nice to be... It was one thing. It was enough that I would share the stage with A1 at any point in the night. But for Elementus to ask for me to join in on a song, let alone to do two of my own, I no longer have room to question. And I don't know, it just made me really happy. Sorry if I'm getting like a little bit emotional, but it's just like, what songs did I do with them? So, I had my own set, and then with A1, I directly sang, I'm gonna put the music back on. With A1's set, I did Tear You Up, On the Moon, and then I was part of the hype crowd, basically like jumping around on stage for Scream Out. So like, not only was I part of like, not only did I get to be part of why did I do that? Part of hyping people up for A1's big closer, but I got to be like an integral part of the performance, and that means a lot to me. Like that Elementus did not have to offer any part of that time slot to me, because like that could have gone to more songs from Root and Aki, or even just Elementus playing a couple of songs, and that didn't end up being the case. I wish I got to see y'all live. I'm sorry, Cloudy. I hope that next year, I had read something to the effect about like it wasn't easy for folks to get in after a certain point. I do hope that next year that everyone that wants to see can see. Another thing that I was talking about earlier in the stream today, it's hard for me to believe and accept compliments. So, hold on a second. Sometimes I don't think you and Turbo specifically realize how like big you are. And by big, I don't mean like general fame and money. I mean importance and deserved respect. It's hard for me, Shannon. Like, I don't know. I still feel like that one kid that's still just making Nightcore to Tallow Disco for a living. Relatable, yeah. Renko, listen, you were like some of the only game, like the only one in the game doing like English lyrics for a hot minute there. You are important. You are crucial. You are, but it's cool. Thank you for that. Oh my gosh, y'all are, okay, stop. Don't actually stop, but also stop. Too many headbats. I don't know. I guess there's some part, thank you. There's some part of me that worries about accepting compliments. Yeah, so many headbats. Thank you. Too many headpats. I'm gonna pass out. I do like headpats too much. I do like. But Marcy Strings with 12 months in a row subscribing. Can we get some love in the chat for Marcy Strings for a full year subscribing? Too many headpats. So I think the thing for me and compliments is, thank you. I got another Audie stream. How's Touhoufest? I just finished up talking about it. I had an amazing time. And I'm so glad that it's coming back next year. And I hope that I get to go back next year. Thank you for the headpats. Oh, goodness. It was just an amazing time. It really re-stoked my love, not just of the Eurobeat that I've been doing, but of Touhou in general. And I think the thing with compliments, I worry that accepting them somehow gets tantamount to like narcissism or like getting full of myself. I get worried about getting full of myself because like then it becomes someone's delight to seek me out to like chop me down, you know? And I don't want to get full of myself. I don't want to lose whatever edge I might have, you know? In that regard. I also don't want to have an inflated sense of self, you know? Like, what if I'm not actually that good? I try to solve it and say thank you. I do say thank you. Like, I don't know. There's just something like that. I'm glad that I was able to help bring all you together for an amazing time. I'm glad this event finally firmed where you should be and belong. Thank you, Miko-tan. Ripped on pretty hard for liking Sonic stuff in school, but as an adult, the musicians who worked on the soundtrack are holding symphonic concerts. Yeah, it is cool now. Like, I remember, you know, I joke about it on stream from time to time, that well-meant family member that's like, this Eurobeat thing isn't gonna go anywhere. I'm gonna pause it. Like, that phrase, it has gone somewhere. It's gone to Canada and Japan and Australia, at the very least, and all over the United States. So to some extent, like, there is something about it being cool, you know? And the things that I thought would never happen, like, it's just kind of, it is. But I guess I'm also quick to, like, credit others in the scene, because, like, you know, it's not just something that, I don't know, it's, on the same token, someone was accusing me of having a praise kink earlier. You can see why I'm a little bit like, oh, compliment's nice. Think about that, bots. Because it's like, I'm not sure if it's necessarily a praise kink, but it's definitely a sense of like, oh, I relate uniquely to certain compliments. And it's like, I don't always know how to receive them, but I don't dislike them. Think of the headbats. And another hydrate that I can do. I don't know why I do that. I can do. I don't know. Looping back around to being hard on myself. Eurobeat is gone all over the world through your voice, through the internet, or through a Panda Tofu delivery car. I suppose so, yeah. I guess that's the thing, though. That's something that this weekend proved to me, actually. By the way, if this is not me knocking on Initial D for the record. Like, if you like Eurobeat from Initial D, enjoy that. Life is short. But here's the thing. Here's the thing. This is the kicker. The real notion that I want to get through to you. There were some 1,250 attendees at Touhoufest this year. We filled that venue. We filled that venue for Eurobeat specifically. Like that night, that first night, the Eurobeat extravaganza. That was based on Touhou Eurobeat. That was based on Eurobeat, not on the merits of being about Initial D or even about driving for the most part. That was on the merits of it being about Touhou. I'm gonna pause the music again for a certain dramatic effect. That's powerful. Think carefully about that. In the year 2024, Eurobeat that isn't about Initial D, that isn't about cars, that isn't about driving fast, for the most part, is filling a venue in California. Think about that. Ori Turtle, you made an interesting point with what you said there. That there's something there for the 2030. Exactly, yeah. Anytime now. Anytime now. Like, there's something there. When I talk about, like, people still like Eurobeat, when I say that there's still love for that sound wherever it goes, this is what I mean. This is proof, if any needed to be, that Eurobeat is not just in demand, it is adored when in supply. Hello, Arkines. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well today. So it was affirming in the sense that Eurobeat is still very much loved and adored, and that I'm in the right place, and that people that I admire are recognizing me, which is something that I never want to assume is going to happen, you know? Y'all, I got to meet Renko. Let's be real here. Like, I don't know. Like, I did mean, I meant that genuinely also. Like, I worried that sounded very jokingly, but like, let's be real here. This last weekend was legendary. This is one for the books. That is technically Eurobeat history. I think actually, Mikotan, you made a comment to that point. Like, Eurobeat history happened this Touhoufest. Like, a big chunk of the crew that's been part of A1 was present in Torrance, California that night. That's a big Eurobeat event in California. That is quite a username. Hello, Alpha. I hope you're doing well today. Exactly, Renko. Exactly. You need an outdoor weekend multi-stage festival. I don't dislike that idea, honestly. I don't dislike that. I think that could be a thing. Eurobeat is special. I grew up with Initial D thanks to my uncle, and it's still my favorite, but it's a genre that will forever be popular, and it's growing by the day. Tohochella. That's worth thinking about, actually. That's worth thinking about. I still haven't taken a bite of my burger because, like, I just keep eating the tater tots. I kind of want to save the burger for, like, after stream because I don't want to, like, hold it and, like, have the paper and all that kind of thing. Burgie, yes. Burgus. Someone bought me a burgie earlier today. I think Peanut bought me the burger. And it was good. Or it's usually good. But yeah. This weekend was amazing. An amazing weekend for Eurobeat, an amazing weekend for Touhou. Not a great reason for not a great time for shipping times. Because cosplay I bought, gosh, that was a pain to navigate. But next year, Odd Kiren Hijibeat will be present. Thank you for the headbats. Odd Kiren Hijibeat, or Beat Jiri. There we go. It was surreal to be there with you, Renko. Thank you so much for sharing your weekend with me, by the way. Like, just getting to spend time with you and meet you again for the first time in how many years? Getting to know you and Shihori this weekend was just, my heart is still very full from that. Like, even outside of the Eurobeat stuff, just hanging out with you. You friend good. You friend good, Renko. Yeah, something like 6. Nya to see, Nathan. Yeah, it had to be like easily upwards of 6. Thank you so much for like still wanting to catch up after all that time. Like, it is an honor to have spent this weekend with you. I do want to be a little bit careful with my voice today. Hello, Ayumi Take. Good to see you. I hope you're doing well today. Getting to hang out. Yeah, exactly. And then Pukatoa with the redemption. All right. Well, let me go ahead and get ready. Pukatoa has redeemed a Nya, so here we go. Nya, 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 nya. Anyway, thank you for the redemption. And I'll use my natural voice after all. Okay. Thanks, y'all. Where was I? Right. See the wonderful things that you can redeem with your channel points. Zeri, hello! Good to see you. How are you doing, darling? Hope you're doing well today. Yeah, I was just talking about my time at Touhoufest. Actually, do y'all have any questions about the story? Do you have a Catgirl model? I don't have a model of it per se, but it is possible. Thank you for that, Bats. It is possible to add some cat stuff to my model. I'm doing okay, Zeri. I'm just talking about my time at Touhoufest this last weekend. Also, we're at 69 viewers right now. Hang on a second. Where is it? Nice, 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 nice. Do I have a list of suggested cosplays at this point? No, but I should. So Junko from Touhou, Byakuren from Touhou. You ever think about how there's like 2 classrooms of people in here right now and that we all love when you do that? I suppose I never thought of it as like classrooms. I now have an urge to add cat ears to my funny little poly blender model. Yeah, everyone from Touhou. I wouldn't mind cosplaying Yuyuko. I prefer Yomu, but Yuyuko I feel like would be easier for me to cosplay. Besides, drifty ghost girl that likes food. What's not to like? You're too soft, Yomu. Good excuse to nap and eat. Exactly. I don't know, like... Oh, Yukari. Ooh, Yukari, though. Okay. Yuko definitely feels more you in terms of design and demeanor. Yeah, I really... Thank you for the 100 bits. Don't forget I still have spins. I do still have spins. I think I have like 10 spins at this point. I'm gonna cap it at 10 if that's okay. Yukari Adi, Reimu Ren. I'm not against that idea. And then that's just Touhou characters. Okay, let me go ahead and get the wheel ready for spins. Where's the wheel? Where's the wheel? I know I had the wheel here somewhere. Let me close a couple of windows. To the wall! To the wall. Right. Wheel. Okay. Before I get to spinning, thank you so much to everyone who, oh, hydrate. I'll do that now. Okay, thank you. Before I start spinning, thank you to everyone who contributed, dollars or subs or even just being here. You've all been very generous with my return today, and I know that money is tight for a lot of people right now. Please understand that I'm just glad that you're here, and they offer like financial incentives, of course, because I gotta make ends meet and such. But you being here is incredible. Thank you so much for that, Cloudy. Thank you so much for popping in. Have a great rest of the wow. Cloudy, have a great rest of your evening. Please rest well and catch you again in future streams, yeah? Let's get some love in the chat for Cloudy. All right, let's get the wheel going. All right, so 10 of these. I'm gonna do the 10. I'm gonna spin it 10 times, and then we'll do them. So I've done some cosplay before, literally just me in some old army uniform pretending to be Solid Snake, and it was really fun. I want to get more into it. So I have cosplayed a couple of times. And some things were just less cosplays and more just like outfits. Like I did my AX set in a bunny girl outfit. Sadly, the ears couldn't stay on and they actually broke. So it was basically just me in like a weird like singlet. Yeah, so let's go. So chat, choose my profile picture on Twitter and Discord for a day. For the rest of the day, basically. Keyword predicted tweet. Over the head bats. Anyway. Next spin! This is where I just mute for 2 minutes. So it's not sure if it's a punishment or a reward or just a thing. We already did this one, so let's just respin. Oh. Take care, Mikotan. Thank you so much for popping in. Have a great rest of your evening. Can we get some love in the chat for Mikotan? I think that's the first 5. So what I'll do, since we got this twice, I'll just keyboard predict a response to the first tweet too. Okay, no. We don't need 3 in a row. So I feel like y'all would rather just me do ada ada. I'll spin again. So I'd like to bargain on this one. Warhead's candies are kind of harsh on my voice. Can I give y'all an additional spin? Like I'll give you 2 spins worth if you let me skip this one. Go with that. Spin again. Cool. Let's hide the choice. All right. ASMR mode for 2 minutes. Moe Kyun. All right, so we have 2, 4, 6, 7. This will be number 8. 2 Moe Kyuns. ASMR mode for 4 minutes. If we add it to the previous 2 minutes. Chat chooses, in this case, it would be tomorrow's stream title. Oh, I guess 2 Moe Kyuns. Oh yeah, that's true. Yep, there's both. Okay, so 2, 4, 6, 8. That was number 9. And this will be the last one. And another hydrate. Let me do both of those hydrates now. All right, and then I read a copy pasta. Okay. So let's go ahead and combine, let's see, there's 2 Moe Kyuns now. 4 minutes of ASMR mode. And then we're keyboard predicting 2 tweets. Using my phone. Some of the next stream, never seen that before. So candy bracelets are basically just friendship bracelets, but like for rave. I mean, you could probably just get away with just making regular like friendship bracelets and then just wear them out to a rave. They can be about anything. They're just kind of ways to express yourself. I remember back to that one time I was cringe, and I'm glad I'm slightly less cringe now. I have monetized my cringe. All right, take care, Celine. Thank you so much for hopping in. Thanks. Oh, thank you for that, Bats too. Have a great rest of your evening, okay? So, I have a confession. I need to use the restroom again. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put words on stream back up again, and then we'll get started on our list here. Yeah. I will be actually gonna do this real quick. Yep, I will be right back. I'm finally taking a few bites of my burger. Oh, right. It still shows that. Thank you for that. All right, so let's pick a few things right away. We need to do a copy pasta. We need to choose a stream title for tomorrow. And we need to choose a profile picture for me to use on Twitter and Discord for the rest of the day. Let's see. And then I will do 2 moi kyuns. And then we'll start our timers. Which order would you like them in? We have... I should have called it sub EC, but bottom C, mute EC, and then 4 minutes of ASMR mode. Let me know. I need a little bit of participation to give you exactly what you want. Flair, it's good to see you again. I hope you're doing well. I hope you've been doing good. Just got back from Touhoufest yesterday. Hope you're doing good. Yeah. First, let's choose a stream title for tomorrow. The format will be such. Let's see. I'm sure I get my usual titling convention right. And then it'll be like that. So, what'll it be? Come on now. You can share with me, can't you? Don't you want to pick the name? Come on now. Help me out, won't you? Welcome back, Arctic. We just did a bunch of wheel spins since people have been so generous today with like gifting subs and tips and such. Candy creation. We could do something like that, I suppose. Let's see. Another bite. Tasty hamburger. We could do something else instead. Give burger. No, it's mine. Mine. Now, this is why I'm usually a little bit hesitant about burgers sometimes. It's like, hello, Merrick. It was good. I was just talking about it on stream today. Turn you into burger. Yeah? Gonna eat me up then, huh? Is that what you're going for? I see. Don't write a check with your text that you can't keep. Right. Are there options or it's whatever chat wants? I'd say keep it like PG-13 at most, but yeah, go nuts. Nyadacy with fire emoji spam. That's actually not a bad idea. Let's see. Like this. No worries, Ori. Thank you so much for popping in. Have a great rest of your evening. Yeah. Hand emoji, camera emoji, fire emoji. Which hand emoji, though? So, like, this? Nail hand emoji. Okay. So, like, this, then. Make your entire title like an emoji post how people do with the B movie script and stuff. I can only do so much with that. Like, I don't want to get so spammy that I actually risk getting kicked off the platform, you know? But I think Nyadacy with obnoxious amounts of fire. I think that works out. Yeah, so we're gonna do that will be tomorrow's stream title. Done. So now let's pick a copy pasta for me to read to you. Any recommendations for copy pasta? Otherwise, I'll default to voicemail. Take care, Zeri. Thank you so much for popping in. Have a great rest of your evening. I want a quick bite. And to hydrate. I'll do that in just a second. I need to finish burger. I'll default to voicemail. Yeah, it's the only one that really comes to mind. It's sort of the stereotypical copy pasta. Rick Astley paradox. Okay. Ah, okay. Y'all want the Rick Astley paradox? Alright, unless there's any objections, I will do the Rick Astley copy pasta. Alright. The Rick Astley The Rick Astley paradox is as such. If you ask Rick Astley for a DVD of the movie Up, he won't give it to you because he's never going to give you Up. However, by not giving you Up like you asked for it, he's letting you down. This is known as the Astley paradox. There. Saves me time from having to read voicemail again. Okay. So we need a profile picture as well. Let's see. We did that. We did the copy pasta. What should my profile picture be on Twitter and Discord for the rest of the day? About the voicemail copy pasta? Be careful searching it up, but yeah. Oh, Byakuren. I could do that. Cyrano. Who else? What else? Let me see. Byakuren or Cyrano at this point? Which one? I'll let chat have a chance this time. That's fair. Byakuren. All right, I'll just do Byakuren for the PFP. Oh, thank you for that, Pats. All right. Yeah. All right. So now we have two. Let's see. I need to keyboard predict 2 tweets. All right. So here we go. And I'm gonna read them out loud to you as I do them. Ready? Oh dear. It's not letting me do anything. Okay. The only way I could be a better player than you are right away would have to play the same game every time I played the first round. I'm gonna respond to that with another one. The only way It's doing it verbatim. Oh, better than him was by signing a contract extension and not getting paid $1 million. Huh? Okay. That's that. So we did it, and now we have two Moi Moi Kyuns. Actually, how should we do this? We have the following left. Two Moi Moi Kyuns, Bottom C, Mute Issy, and ASMR mode. How would you like these to happen? What order would you like these to happen in? Actually, no, which should the first one be? Welcome back, S3. All right, what should the first one be? Bottom C, Mute Issy, ASMR mode, or Moi Moi Kyun? Two of them. So for the first thing I do vocally, what should it be? Bottom C, Mute Issy, ASMR mode, or two Moi Moi Kyuns? Don't worry about it, Nathan. You'll hear it. I'll start. Let's start with two Moi Moi Kyuns. Let's just get into it right away. Let's see. And then Mute next. I see that. Okay. And then Bottom C, then ASMR. All right. So, let me save the second for later. Maybe like a Moi Moi Kyun on each end. Okay. I think that works out pretty well. Let me get a timer going, and I'll actually have it on screen. Okay. And I'll get the first one going for 2 minutes. Let me get the usual wheel thing for that. Oh, that's not showing it very well. Browser window. Here we go. Okay. So for those who don't know, I've actually been active in maid cafes before, and I learned the proper way to do the Moi Moi Kyun blessing, which is supposed to make food tastier and cuter. With that, let's begin with our first one. Oishiku nare Moi Moi Kyun! And now 2 minutes of Mute Issy. So, I saw what you said about me while I was muted, and I'm not the cutest. I'm not, but I'm really glad that you think so. And a shopping day would that I'd really like that a lot. Maybe I might like that like a lot. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. But I'm glad that you think so. Thank you for the head pats. No, I'm not. I'm not cute. Stop it. I'm not. Should I? Oh, nice sound voice, huh? Oh, sorry. I'm sorry that the. Oh, there it goes. Okay. As long as you're getting what you pay for. Okay. If you look up the. Stop. You're teasing me, aren't you? Stop it. Okay. Let me do the hydrate. I'm sorry I made you wait 10 minutes, gamer. There we go. Surely goes. Yes, I love that. It's flustered. Kind of. Timber. When in this mode, I'm a little bit more easily flustered or receptive to certain compliments or things like that. So it's just something like that, and yeah, it's just it's you shouldn't do it though because it's teasing. It's mean, and teasing is mean and bad, and don't do it. I don't react well to teasing, and you shouldn't do it anyway. But it's not gonna matter because I'm super cool and stuff. Besides, you only have like 10 seconds. There's nothing you could say that would actually like fluster me too much. Aw, thank you, Flair. This is just stop. Besides, time's up. And then, okay, so I think we now have 4 minutes of ASMR mode. So let's go ahead and get that set up real quick. Flapjacker6653, thank you so much for the follow. It's great to have you here. I stream every weekday at 2 p.m. Pacific, and my music has been featured in Super Eurobeat, Initial D, DDR, Matara Kanavi Shoujo, Toho Eurobeat, and so much more. It's great to have you here. Can we get some love in the chat for Flapjacker6653? I hope you're all doing well today. I tend not to do a lot of ASMR stuff, but apparently this is actually a pretty popular one. All right, I did do that hydrate. I think I forgot to just mark it as done. Let me see if I can get the background music going again. I'm just worried about the microphone picking it up too much. Does this sound right though? Is this coming through properly? Am I too loud, too quiet? Please do let me know. Headpad ASMR. I love to do that. I love to have that kind of I love to have the kind of controller where I could give someone like head pats and actually have the sound come through. Something closer to the actual sensation of head pats. That'd be really sweet. That'd be really cute. I actually have a few friends that do ASMR content, and I think it'd be really fun to do something like that. I almost imagine like a stream where it's just a view of the sky and a little bit of the view of my head or something. And oh, thank you for the head pats. Where I'd be able to basically just have it be where, chat, you would be on my lap, resting your head in my lap, and I would be giving you head pats. And just sharing a peaceful moment with you. You know how hard it is to play NFS while not crashing, hear you being flustered and making me melt is? I don't, but I'm honored that I have that effect on you. What if uppies? Well, I'm done being in bottom C mode, so I could give you uppies, Renko. Just say the word, especially for you. Excuse me. So we have about 2 minutes left of ASMR mode. Aww. Oh no, Renko, you're adorable. Oh, that's absolutely precious. Oh my, it turns out that ASMR mode is starting to bring out Mommy C mode for free. Oh goodness. But yeah, forgive me for the throat clearing for the meantime. Aw. Ooh. You give me ooh energy, Renko. Like meeting you in person, you most definitely do have ooh energy, and I thought that was adorable. So, oh no, you're actually precious. Oh, that's not even me trying to play into it. That's just unironically cute. Hydrate, that I can do. Let me see if I can open the jar. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to bump it. Ah, did that actually pick up? ASMR always some mommy ruling. I see. We have 1 minute left. What if we scratch your cheek redeem? I don't think I have a cheek scratch redeem, but that might be something for it. We love ASMR to see. Well, ASMR to see loves you too. In the most not parasocial way possible. Let's remember to have our boundaries. But I'm glad that you enjoy when I do ASMR stuff. I see why people enjoy it now, and I think it'd be fun to do it myself. So we have just under 30 seconds left. Anything left that you'd like to hear from me? Oh, what if I do that last Moi Moi Kyun in ASMR mode? Let me try that. Oishiku nare Moi Moi Kyun. How was that? I hope that you liked that. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. And we're back. Okay, how is that? Hello, Charlie. Good to see you. I hope you're doing well today. That is all of our wheel redemptions, and that does put us in the last 10 minutes of stream. Thank you, by the way. For those who are just coming in, we were just today doing our wheel spins as rewards for gifted subs and donos. And we reached our cap of 10, and I very much appreciate that. Everyone has been really generous ever since I came back from Touhoufest, and came back to stream today. So I appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, we're in the last few minutes. Any questions, comments, remarks, redemptions? For those of you who are new here, channel points can redeem things such as vocal redemptions or Tangia animations that appear on screen, or I can even just wink at you with sound effects. You can throw stuff at me. I can greet you in Japanese. I can blow a kiss at you. I can call you a baka. Thanks for that, Bats. Popular ones are Ara Ara, Moi Moi Kyun, and a couple of ones in the 10,000 point range. Importantly, they can redeem head pats. They can head pat me, yes. I'm gonna take another bite real quick. This time with the paper. Okay, let me do that in just a second. I'm enjoying burger and head pat. Okay. You haven't done ya in a while, Jesse. Huh. Okay. For Jesse. Nya, 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 nya. There we go. I wasn't biting the paper. S3. I was having the paper on my lap because for the last couple of bites, when I would eat when I would take a bite of the burger, it would get mayonnaise on my, like, in my lap. And I don't want that. Just stuff like that. Biting paper ASMR. Is that a thing? Do people actually want to hear, like, the sound of people eating paper? Actually, this is kind of crinkly paper. How would that do? Okay, get it together. I think if I get a little square of it, it'll go a little better. I don't know what to do with myself. Oh, hydrate. That I can do. I should take a look at who's streaming and see who to raid. I don't, but I'm not really into mukbang or mouth sounds and ASMR. That's totally fair. ASMR, edible paper eating sounds, no talking, intense. That's fair. Yeah, I can do crunchy noises. There are certain wet noises from the mouth that I really can't do. Let's see. I see Matara, Cottontail, Mousy, Leandley, Sayu, Eden, Quinn Bennett, Barry, Hazami, Elvira, Avalamp. I quit my Jobathon day 3. Goodness gracious. I see Trees of Green. Soar is streaming. Tommy. Oh, yeah, Tommy. I also see Mirden. And Acapulisa. And, oh, Heffy is streaming. Wow, I haven't seen Heffy in a hot minute. JM is also streaming. Tommy is a Garu VTuber here on Twitch, and they do all kinds of cute stuff. It looks like they're doing an ASMR POV. Your Garu girlfriend cooks you a meal in the middle of your yap sesh. Excuse me. Wow, my mouth just made a really gross noise in the middle of it. I'm sorry. I'm tempted to go with either Heffy, Tommy, Mirden, or Violet's also streaming. We also haven't rated Psywave in a little while. Also Soarer. Gosh, there's so many good streamers on right now. For those who are new here, I do try to keep my streams to about 3 minutes for the sake of my voice. What happens is, I am still recovering. I have some vocal issues due to GERD. And you can hear a little bit of that rasp, a little bit of that ouch that happens. 3 hours, not 3 minutes. I'd be way over time by that. But I also do try to be, good to my voice in that regard. Oh, another hydrate. So what GERD does to me is it makes me clear my throat too much. And the reason that I've been trying to do keto is that it actually does reduce my GERD. And when I eat stuff that isn't keto, it kind of makes that act up again. So, I need to get some groceries with that. But, yeah, that's why I try to keep my streams to about 3 hours. One of these days when I have a voice, that can last for longer, I want to do like 4-hour, 5-hour streams. I want to do that more. I like streaming for y'all. I also do need to wash the dishes that I left over the weekend in my apartment, and it smells terrible. So any last questions, comments, remarks, redemptions? I think with that, bets. Pixie, can you help me pick from that list of who I raid? I'm trying not to raid as many like big view count streamers. Every once in a while I will, but I also try to raid folks that don't have hundreds or thousands of viewers at a time. Should probably check chat. There we go. Raid Renko. I mean, Renko, are you streaming? Oh, I thought so. All right, I thought not. Sorry. One of these days I'll do it. All right, good night again. Thank you so much for popping in. Have a great evening. Hello, Top Gun. You're popping in right at the tail end of stream. I'm so sorry. I just finished talking about my experiences at Touhoufest and just some of the stuff around that. Doing some wheel spin redemptions. All good stuff. Ever heard of Scott Falco? I have. Yes. He does the Pinch of Salt series, doesn't he? Vil! Hello! Oh, wait. Are you on Avalanche stream right now? Like, are you sneaking a peek over here? Just finished. Okay. Well, it's good to have you here. I'm so sorry. This is right at the tail end of stream, but I was just talking about my time at Touhoufest and how performing went and all that. Y'all, can we get some love in the chat for Vil? A much beloved VTuber clipper. My tongue is failing me today. Clipper. It was nice to yeah, I had a really good time. And if y'all haven't met Vil, a nicer fella you haven't met, a nicer crab you haven't met. Yeah, really just like positive, affirming. Yeah. But we are, alas, in our final minutes of stream. Follow Vil, subscribe to Vil, surrender your earthly possessions to Vil. I'm doing so tonight, but we haven't overlapped yet. It'll happen, it'll happen. Yeah, I think we're gonna raid, ooh. I think I want to raid Mirrodin tonight. Or, no, we should raid Violet. When was the last time we raided Violet? Yeah, let's raid Violet. Yeah, let's raid Violet. All right, friends, I need to rest my voice. I need to wash the dishes and a couple other things and unpack some things from the weekend. But, friends, thank you so very much for popping in and sharing today's stream with me. And hearing how adventures went. Why do we have hands? We have hands to pet the Vil, hold the Vil, submit all mortal possessions to Vil. Yes. And occasionally share feet pictures of the Vil. All right, let's go ahead and get that going. Now, I haven't done a freebie at the end of my streams for a little while, so allow me to regale you with one before we go. Boy, it's been a minute since I've done one. Okaeri nasai. Gohan. Excuse me. I'm going to try that again. おかえりなさい。ご飯にする？お風呂にする？JM, thank you for the raid. One more time with feeling. おかえりなさい。ご飯にする？お風呂にする？それとも、わたし？And on that note, we're going to go ahead and raid my lovely friend, Avanil Violet. She recently had her remix played on stage by Drywolf. So let's give her lots of love. Let's see. So hopefully Human actually has the raid message. If you do not have an Audi love emote, do not worry. Any heart will do the trick. But thank you so much for sharing today with me. I can't wait to share tomorrow with you. Where we're going to be doing some hand cam streams, making some candy bracelets. All right, let's get the raid going. Bye-bye for now. Oh, it's got his flare. Why is that? Never mind. All right. Bye-bye for now. It's got A to C. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye. Mwah.